Hey guys, Mitch here, and sorry for that. I actually hadn't set up the live stream properly. It was ready to stream some more of what we was playing yesterday, which I forget what that was. What was it? Oh, it's Fortnite we was playing yesterday, but not today. Today, we're doing something a little bit different. Today, we're going to be building something. We haven't done this in forever, and it's not going to be like survival building or anything crazy like that. We have some super cool tools at our disposal. We have World Edit, and of course we have Voxel Sniper as well. So for those of you that don't know how to use it, this is not a tutorial. I'm not very good at using those tools, but I tend to be just about okay at building some stuff when I try. So that's the plan for today. A bunch of you are probably wondering, Mitch, why on earth is your red sweater kind of green and your green pants kind of red? Well, super huge secret, guys. I am not Mitch FTW right now. If I press tab, you can see it up the top there. I am, oh, it's just off the screen, but I'm actually FTW Mitch. This is my alt account. This is the account I used to do all kinds of builds and crazy stuff on the server. Let me just turn down some of that for you guys. There you go, perfect. Let's turn down a little bit there, so you should be able to hear me a little better. But yeah, this is the alt account that I use for building things on the FNAFzone.com. And I know it says come join me on FNAFzone.com. You totally should. Totally check out that server. It's up, it's working. We've got all of the new Bed War stuff that was promised yesterday. It's all working. It's super cool, but that's not what we're going to be doing today. So although you can totally come to that server and you can check things out, you can't get where I'm at. As you can see, I'm the only one in the tab list. That's because this is a server that doesn't exist yet. This is going to be the next server that we're hoping to release really soon for you guys. It's going to be a survival creative. So it's not even survival. It's going to be a creative server for you guys to come build your stuff on. So what we need is a place for you guys to spawn, because otherwise you're just going to spawn in the middle of nowhere. I think actually if I TP to the spawn point, yeah, you actually would spawn in water, which you're going to get your feet wet. It's not going to be great. So we're gonna sort that out now by probably having to clear some of this ugly looking terrain over here and making ourselves something a little nicer, just a little bit nicer. It doesn't have to be perfect, because the server that we plan is basically a giant survival style server, but with creative mode. That's right, you don't have to go exploring or gathering materials or all of that boring stuff. It's completely creative, and you'll be able to claim a plot and all kinds of stuff. It's pretty great. So but I mean, it's super top secret, so don't tell anybody. Anyway, without further ado, you guys have been asking for shout outs the entire time, and I've just been talking over you guys and not paying enough attention. So shout out to Crazy Gamer 123, who's here every day. Can I get a shout out spelt with a C? Says Bendy. Cat Lover Firelon, which is Regan. Of course you can, Regan. You're here a bunch too. Haven't seen you in a few days, Regan / Bendy. Where have you been? Before you lost your memory, Starfire is now Mangle. You're absolutely right. The person who plays Starfire is actually the same person as Mangle. Shout me out, Mitch. I'm begging you, says Andrew Fong. There's a shout out to you. Wrong title, lol, says Cham. Let me check. I haven't actually checked anything. What does it say? It says Minecraft versus PUBG. You're absolutely right. I should fix that. I'll fix that right now. Give me 2 seconds. There, fixed. Did it. We did it. We got it covered. We got it covered. Thanks for pointing that out, whoever that was. Who was it? It was that guy, Freddy, pointed it out. There was a couple of others that have gone past now. Yeah, I was already late, so I did this as soon as I could. Hopefully everybody will see the thumbnail anyway. They'll know what we're doing today. Anyway, so this is the spawn point. We're going to build somewhere around here, because the plan is to have somewhere okay-ish looking that we can spawn into. It doesn't have to look too pretty or be too special. Just somewhere that you're not going to get completely drenched. And of course, even though there's going to be zombies and things around, it doesn't matter, because I'm in creative, so these guys aren't going to pester us too much. So we're probably just going to ignore all of those guys. We're probably going to squish them with blocks and all kinds of things as we go along. The Shiny Zigzagoon says, Mitch, can I have a shout out? There's one for you. Robin and Friends. Mitch, can I have a shout out for my channel? Shout out to Robin and Friends. But yeah, should we just get on with it? You guys are probably tired of seeing the FTW Mitch skin. I know it's not as good as the Mitch for the win skin, but the plan is clear out some of this area. We're going to have a big spawn that we can jump into, and then outside of that, there's going to be a cool area where only the YouTubers, and I think donators as well, are going to be allowed to build. And then further out from that, I'm not even sure how far it's going to go, but further out from that, it's free for everybody to build. You can build whatever you want. You can build a castle, you can build a hut, you can build a dirt house, you could build a tree if you wanted to, although it looks like at this point of the server where we're at, you're not going to need to build any trees, because there's a lot of trees. We need to get some ideas of what this thing is. I have no clue what we plan to build right now. So we're going to get your ideas, and I'm going to come up with some ideas of how to do it. Jose says, Mitch, didn't you have red shirt and green pants? You're absolutely right. I was just explaining. You must have turned up just afterwards. This is my different account. I'm actually FTW Mitch, not Mitch FTW. The other good thing is we can do /time set day all the time. There we go. And it's going to be daytime because we don't want to build in the dark. Who wants to build in the dark? So the plan is we're going to build a spawn of some sort. I'm going to clear out some land. If you guys want to come up with some super cool ideas of what we should build, I guess let me know. Let me know. I just have to figure out. There we go. I have to figure out all the commands. It's been a while since I've used Voxel, and I'm kind of a noob. So there we go. Hopefully this should be. Nope, that's wrong. Now I have to change that to there. There we go. Hopefully now, when I point this, yes, there we go. It will be taking away stuff. So we can clear out some land using this thing if we want to. You can see I just can hold it and take out chunks of trees and all kinds of stuff. But for now, as we want just a giant area cleared, I'm not gonna select too much of an area because I don't want to crash the server or cause any lag on the server because of course we don't want that. I'm just going to select a giant area for now and just flatten it. Just completely make it go bang and make it disappear. So it gives us somewhere to start. Clear it with TNT, says Andrew Fong. Do you know what? You know what? That's actually not the worst idea. That's actually not the worst idea. In fact, we can even have World Edit help us out. We're going to go for that. We're going to do that. We're going to do it. Here we go. I'm going to do //set TNT. There we go. That should be creating us a decent amount of TNT. You know what I was saying about not lagging the server? This is going to lag the server. We may crash some things. So I'm hoping somebody's going to be around to reset it. Because, let's just see how big my selection was. Oh dear, my selection was pretty huge. I'm going to undo that. I'm going to... It looks like I accidentally pressed my mute button and messed it up. So all I was saying was we're going to do a smaller selection because I don't want to lag the server. And I think this is a pretty decent size. And the thing that I was just using there that you can see is the little red squares. It's just a thing so I can see how much I've selected. Oh no, stream lag, says Crazy Gamer. It's not lag, it's just, yeah, I was being a noob and didn't have my mic turned on. That's better. I can't place it on the TNT, of course. I'm gonna have to place it down here. Let's have bets. Do you think it's gonna crash the server? Do you think we're gonna get away with it? We're gonna try it out. If we crash the server, we'll just try it and try again. But here we go. It's probably gonna be a big lag fest. Look at that. We're just gonna destroy everything completely. This is definitely not the most efficient way to clear out a spawn, but it's certainly the most fun way. Oh my goodness. Oh, I thought it had stopped, but it's still going crazy. Let's go for some sounds, actually. Music and sounds. There we go. Let's turn that up so we can hear some of this. It's It's not actually going as hectic as I thought. It looks like we got away with it. Light it and then run, says Beacon. I mean, I can get right up into it because I'm in creative, so it can't hurt me even if it tries. Although, the closer I am to it, the more chance it's got of actually kicking me off the server and lagging me. But I don't know whose idea it was to blow this place up with TNT. But it was a pretty solid idea. I'm actually really glad we had that idea. So thanks, whoever that was. You know what? It's still going. It is actually still going. We're going to wait for this one to finish up. And then I think that mountain needs to disappear. What do you think, guys? More TNT? Yeah, I think more TNT. Welcome if you're new to the stream where we just blow things up for the fun of it. That's actually not the plan of the stream. But that's probably more TNT than most of you guys have seen because I put it in World Edit. It's probably more TNT than most people can actually do at one time. So that was kind of cool. And we're probably going to find people are going to go to build out here, and there's probably bits missing over here and chunks blown up, but it's fine. It's going to be a creative server anyway, so it's still going, believe it or not. It's still going. There's TNT flying around for days. I had the idea, said Andrew Fong. Shout me out, says Trinity Templeman. There's a shout out to you. More TNT, says Andrew Fong. You're absolutely right. We've definitely not done enough TNT. So let's just select another pretty big area over here. I think somewhere here. We'll click that block. We'll use this to see how much we've selected, and we're going to click this block, and then we'll just expand it 10 upwards. That's probably enough. / set TNT. There we go. That's gonna start spawning it in. We'll light this one, and then, you know, we'll probably have to clear the floor up a bit because it's gonna be a mess. But I mean, that's what it's all about. Let's have some fun with this. Let's have some fun. We might not get this whole thing built on stream, guys. The plan is I'm gonna at least start it so you guys can see the start of it, and then maybe I'll finish the build up off stream, or maybe we can finish it another day. Let's try and light the center of it, which I think is probably around here. That's going to be enough. That should be enough. And that chicken is not going to survive. Let's get out of here while it starts to explode. It's going to go pretty crazy. I think that's a little bit bigger than the last one. Maybe it's the same size because it's not as tall for sure as the last one. Steve, can I please get a shout out? Says Matthew Ramos. There's a shout out to you. Let me get rid of that so we can actually see it properly. There we go. And oh, that one is definitely lagging us out a little more than the last one. Nicholas and Dalen says, can I get a shout out? There's a shout out to you. This one, yeah, this one was definitely smaller, but it's definitely going to last quite a while. And while it's doing that, we didn't actually get rid of this this mountain at all, which was the plan. So we're going to do something like this while it's still, oh my gosh, that is crazy. While it's still going crazy, we're going to do something like this. Let's see how that looks. That's kind of perfect, but it's still going, so maybe it will take out this mountain. Who knows? Let's just leave it a little while and see how it looks. Mitch, make this into creative build areas. I mean, that is the plan. We're gonna once we finish destroying the place, we're gonna oh my goodness. That just got really laggy, but I think it's just about managing it. That's actually the plan. We're gonna flatten some of this out, and then we're gonna build something. You guys have to help me with ideas. I haven't seen any ideas coming up of what the spawn should be. Remember, it's a FNAF server. This is FNAFzone.com, so it should really be FNAF related. This stuff's still going off. So let me know what your ideas, what you'd want to see when you log into the creative server. What type of build you'd want to see. Do you want it to be a castle, a house, one of those giant statues I've built of like on the hub, of a giant Freddy or a giant Foxy or a giant Bonnie? You guys let me know what you think. Build a replica of FNAF, says Andrew Fong. I mean, we already have kind of the sister location built in a murder mystery map. That's kind of cool. So I don't know any more of that. There's TNT flying away for days, and that pig just survived. I think he's got really lucky. It's still going. It is still going. Build a Mitch Manor, says Regan. That's actually a pretty cool idea. Build Wayne Manor, says Daniel Smith. That's kind of cool. Mitch, build Darzef FNAF Pizzeria. We could build, I mean, you must mean, Darzef, who is Darzef? You must mean Funtime Foxy, right? Spoiler alert, he's actually the cool guy that plays that character over there. We could do a Foxy. To be honest, my favourite character is Freddy. He's my favourite character. So maybe we could do a Foxy attacking Freddy or something, just a giant statue for no reason. We didn't get rid of any of this either. We didn't get rid of any of this, so we're definitely going to have to... Let's set this to TNT. Let's see how that goes. We don't need it quite so big now, though. Let's set this amount to TNT and see how that goes. Let's set that to TNT. Placing done. And then let's place that there and light that up. And this will be the last one. Then we'll just do the thing we should have done in the first place and clear it out properly using World Edit. But wait, Mitch, do a Foxy house. A giant statue of you, says Regan. I'm not FNAF related, although a giant Mitch statue is definitely needed. We definitely need some of that. So when the creative server's live, maybe you should come on and you should build a giant Mitch statue and show me where it is, and I'll come check it out, because that does sound like a really cool idea. I just saw some blocks falling. It looks like that's it done. I think we've had enough of the TNT. I'm going to put the TNT away for now, and we're gonna clear some of the area out with World Edit properly, because at least, I mean, this is a mess. There's no way we're building on this. This is a gigantic mess. I think I might just select an area. We can leave all this mess, I guess, and I can fix it up later. Maybe we'll just select an area like over here, because remember we have that special mod that stops... Well, it's supposed to stop the server from crashing with big world edits. So in theory, I should be able to do this in one go. Do a giant baby, please, says Trinity Templeman. That's not a bad idea. I don't know what baby looks like. Circus baby. I don't know how difficult that would be to build. Let me just do / expand 100 up. There we go. And then / set 0. This might take a little while, so now's a really great time for you guys to let me know what I should build. Hey Steve, do you remember me? I'm sorry I was not here the other days. I was very busy, says Robot Game. Of course I remember you. Of course I do. And yeah, it's fine that you wasn't here. It doesn't. You don't have to be here for every single stream, although you do miss out when you're not here. Andrew Fong says TNT boom, or TNT equals boom. You're absolutely right. Mitch, you should build you and your girlfriend Anna. That's not a bad plan either, although it's not very FNAF related. Maybe on the creative server, maybe I'll come on and I'll build myself. And maybe Anna as well, somewhere near the spawn. But I don't think it's good enough for the spawn, because it's creative. We don't need a shop like we've got on Factions or on Skyblock, because you're not going to need to buy anything. You can just go into here and click it and grab it, and you've got what you need. So we don't really need a shop. So we don't need it to be a house or anything like some of the other stuff. Let me just / in fact, I've already done it, so I can just do this. There we go, /time set day. It would have been quicker to type it. I don't know why I did that. Steve, do you remember me? Says Minecraft Robin Adventures. I do. Where have you been? We've been missing you for a lot of streams, but I do remember you. Freddy and Foxy high-fiving. That's not a bad idea. I definitely like the idea of having Freddy in there. High-fiving is kind of cool. At least then they're doing something. They need to be doing something. If we're going to do statues, they should be doing something. It was actually Mangle who suggested to me that we make like a circle area or like a dome thing. So maybe we'll have like a little... The spawn will actually be a little circle, or quite a big circle. I guess as big as what we've selected, which is probably way too big. Maybe the spawn will be like a circle, and then on top of that we'll have like a dome or something, and then a statue of them high-fiving or something. I just had a thought. I just had a really cool idea. How about this? What do you guys think? Why don't we try, and I mean, this might take forever and it might look really bad, but why don't we try having Funtime Freddy as a statue being built by somebody else? Maybe we'll have Bonnie building Funtime Freddy or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. What do you think? Let me know. Let me know. I think that's probably a really cool idea. We could have Freddy like half built as well. So like the top of him is perfect, but like the bottom of him is still a giant cube of stone. So it looks like he's being built as a statue. So the Bonnie can be all colourful and wool, and then the other part could be a statue. So it looks like he's being chiseled out of stone. That could be cool. Robot Gaming says that sounds awesome. Azriel says yes. No, Purple Guy building Freddy. Purple Guy. We could do Purple Guy building Freddy. We could do that. What is he? He's kind of cool. We could do Purple Guy building him. This is still going. We're still going on the world edit. Build a giant Flash. What does a Flash have to do with FNAF, guys? Come on, really? What does he have to do with it? Give me a shout out, please, says that was Arturo. I'm just showing that comment because if you put too many hearts and things in, guys, it does hide the comments. It's automatic now. I don't know how to stop it doing that. So just maybe don't put so many emojis in. I know you guys want to send me 1 billion emojis, and I definitely appreciate it. But sometimes it hides it. So if you put in too many comments and things, it might hide it. You should watch my live stream I'm doing after this live stream. Says Bo the dog. You should watch my live stream after my live stream after I'm doing this live stream. Okay, yep, that makes kind of some sense. Is this done? How big did we select? All right, it's nearly done. It's nearly done. There's the edge of it just there, so it's almost done. Then we'll fix up the floor. Notice me, senpai, and build a giant pizza. Build a pizza. Why? What is it with you guys and pizza? Maybe we'll build the floor underneath the statue. Maybe that can be a giant pizza for the pizzeria. I guess that works. The pizza, yeah, I guess pizza can be FNAF related for the pizzeria. Maybe we'll go for that. That's not a bad plan. I definitely like the idea of having one made out of stone and being chiseled by the other one. I think that'd look really cool. I just don't know that I have the talent for building that. So maybe we come up with a different idea. Because as cool as that does sound, gosh, the more I think about it, the harder that sounds. Maybe we try it. Mitch, you should make Foxy and Freddy fight and Bonbon fight Puppet. I mean, these statues are getting out of hand, guys. How many of these things have I got to make? I'm doing a horror game live stream on my channel after your live stream, says Bo the dog. We should go check that out. That sounds like it'll be super fun. Looks like that world edit is now... Is it done? Did it say it was done? It did say it was done. So now we can fix up this floor, which shouldn't take half as long because it's only going to be a few layers. And of course, this isn't how it's going to look. We're going to terraform all of this, which basically just means make it look natural. We're going to terraform all of that after we're done. How far down is that? That's actually selected the right amount of area. Let's just go // what do I want to do? Expand. That's what I want to do. Expand. Let's go 10 down. And then we'll set it to 1, which is, of course, stone in Minecraft. There we go. I hate horror games, says Daniel Smith. Me too, they're scary. That's why we don't... The only horror game we've really played over here is Hello Neighbor, and even that was pretty scary. Build a fun time lolbit. I don't really know what lolbit looks like, so that'd be really difficult for me. Minecraft Robin Adventure says, please answer, Steve. Steve, please. Does RP Minecraft server still work? I don't know. I haven't been over there in forever because, of course, this one has taken over my life for now. We're over here now. It's our own server, this one, so we're over here the whole time. Build a brookie. That's a giant... what was that? There was a brownie cookie. I don't really know that a cookie is FNAF related or that it's going to look too cool. But this is definitely a big enough flat area. And like I said, we can use this tool to just get rid of all that. In fact, /B, let's make it 10. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I was supposed to put a /. There we go. There we go. And we can get rid of some of this way faster. Just to clear up the edges a little bit for now. We'll neaten them up. Like I said, I'll neaten it all up and terraform it all later when it's not... Well, when it's needed, really, because at the moment it's not really that needed. And if you haven't seen Voxel, this tool is super cool. As you can see, it looks really weird now, but you can actually do /BE melt BE melt. There we go, and you can start melting it down and making it look a little bit more realistic and less like big giant balls and chunks have been taken out of it. But that's enough of that for now. I think we'll just go with some proper building. Mitch, you got to read my chat, says Nicholas and Dalen. Looking up, I don't see it. Just send it again. If I miss your message, I'm really sorry. It's really hard to build and do all this stuff and pay attention to chat. So if I do miss your message, don't panic about sending it again. I know some people when they're live streaming complain if you spam the message more than once. Don't panic. Obviously don't send it 1 billion times, because then I'm not going to see everyone's message, because it's just going to be 1 million messages all said 1 million times. But if I do just miss your message, don't panic. You can just send it again, because if you say, hey Mitch, you missed my message, I'll see that, but then I won't know what the message was. So just let me know what the message was again by just saying it again. And that cow just fell off right there. Obviously, like I said, we can fix this up later. I'm not too worried. I just want to make these edges a little cleaner so we don't have giant giant lumps to build into if we do make the circle. In fact, we might go further that way and that way. I guess the first thing we'll have to do is the statue. Mitch, build a FNAF laboratory. I guess we can. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a space. This will probably be, let's now go to the spawn. I've probably built this in completely the wrong place. /TP00. I have. It's not very central. Here's where the spawn actually is, but we can move that. We just won't have the spawn at 0. We'll build it over here. It doesn't need to be at 0. We'll figure out a center. In fact, I'm just going to place a block that we're going to call the center. That's going to be in a nice bright block of gold. Oh, I just threw a block of gold on the floor, but that'll do right there. That is our center. That's always going to be our center. We're going to make sure we don't delete that block, because otherwise we'll lose our center. What I'm going to do is we're going to this will be where we spawn in. So this looks kind of, yeah, this looks big enough. We'll make like a giant circle area thing. In fact, I'm going to do that too. Let's try that and see how big that looks. Nope, I messed it up completely. I got the numbers around the wrong way. It's 1 by 20 that I want to do. Almost did it by 20, 209. That's not going to be big enough. We'll go for 40. Undo 2. There we go. And we'll go for 40. Let's try that size out. How's that look? It's probably big enough for a stand. Maybe we'll go a little bigger than that. We might have to flatten out a bunch more of that land. Maybe we'll go for a 60. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's probably going to cover most of it. Actually, we did a pretty good guess on the center as well. Check that out. So maybe this will be like the actual spawn size. And then on top of this, we're going to have the actual statue thing that you guys said we should build. A lot of you guys were saying it should be a statue on top of this thing. So I think that's just what we'll go with. We'll go with this edge. I won't build it out of that. I'll build it out of stone. We'll figure out a height. I think that's probably an okay height for a ceiling. Remember, we're going to be stood inside this thing, so it's going to be pretty huge. So that's probably an okay height for a ceiling. And then on top of this, we're just going to build a giant statue. So when you're in the spawn, all you're going to see is like a giant dome. It's going to look like you're inside a nice building, like a cathedral or some giant building with a nice high ceiling. In fact, maybe we'll make it like a dome so it's slightly taller. It'll make the statue slightly harder to build, but we'll figure it out. The Shiny Zigzagoon says, I'm leaving. All right, bye. It's nice having you here, Shiny Zigzagoon. I guess he has to go for some reason. Don't panic. You'll still be able to see what it looks like. You can log on in a couple of days to FNAF Zone, and you'll be able to check it out yourself, the Shiny Zigzagoon, so don't worry. Jacob Gilbert says, hey, Mitch, sorry I'm late. Don't panic. You haven't missed too much. All we've done is blown everything up with TNT and made a flat area. Remember me, says Little Sharky. Of course I do, Little Sharky. Welcome back. But yeah, I think that's the plan. We're gonna go that high and then build the statue on top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to concentrate on the statue first, because that's going to be the hardest part. The statue is going to be the toughest part, and then the outer building can just be built around the statue. So all I really need is a point on top of here that I can start making blobs with, because the way I build, it's not the perfect way to build. It's not the best way to build. In fact, I can even use that shadow. Is that going to give me the perfect line for how many I need? I think it is. Let's just do this. In fact, let's do it out of this. Then I can always stand in this and know where our center was. It did it. Actually, the shadow really helped us out there. So this is going to be the center again. There's that center block. What statue are you building? We still haven't really properly decided. You guys just said you wanted a statue, so I guess we'll figure it out. /time set day. In fact, is there a game rule I can change? /game rule. Do daylight cycle false. There we go. And then time set day. Now it should not change at all. I shouldn't have to type that in anymore. Bo the Dog says, Mitch, you should subscribe to me a bunch of times. They got held for review. Like I said, if you keep spamming them, that's the problem. They'll then be held for review. YouTube says, you are poo. Well, then go away. There you go. See ya. But yeah, anyway, can I have a shout out? Says Keyshaw Freeman. Welcome back, Keyshaw. It's awesome to have you here too. Do a statue of you, says Awesomeness. A lot of people said that, but I don't think we're going to do a me statue just because I'm not FNAF. I'm not very FNAF. I'm thinking maybe we'll go up a little bit. And I know it's going to start looking like the weirdest thing in the world with all these circles and lines and things everywhere. I'm just trying to make something that kind of looks okay-ish. Okay-ish is the plan. And again, I'm going to go with that. I think what I'm going to do is try and figure out... Should I figure out the statue or the dome first? I think I'll figure out the statue first. We'll worry about the dome later, because I was going to do something like this and then come down a bit and do that, and then come down a bit more and do that, which will kind of, if you imagine that in a big circle, it will kind of be okay. But then I'm worried, where are their feet going to land? So I think we'll worry about all of that stuff in a little bit. We'll get rid of all of this stuff here, get rid of all of that. There we go, and I can use this thing to build off of. Slash V1, there we go, slash B4. And all I'm doing there, slash V, is basically picking what type of block you place, and slash B is the size of the brush. For those of you that know voxel, you're going to think I'm a complete noob, because the way I use voxel is the way noobs use voxel. But if you don't use voxel, you'll probably think I'm a hero, because when I see other people using it, it's really cool to watch. But I think this will be the start of the thing. In fact, I'm going to stand on here, and I'm going to make another circle. So let's just do something like this. Let's make it a 20. And let's not make it hollow. Let's just go with that. There we go. Oh, it's going to build out from both sides. I thought I'd completely messed up, but no, it's just because it's building it its own little way, the way it makes it. And so that I don't lose where the center is of that, I'm going to do that. Let's get out. There we go. And I'm going to plonk down my gold block. In fact, I'm going to plonk a bunch of gold blocks right there. In fact, what I'm also going to do, which I always forget to do till it's too late, is also stand in the center and then figure out, I'm going to screenshot that. There we go. I now have a screenshot of that, so that if I do lose my center, I now know that it's on block... Where am I? There it is. It's on block 5 and 32, so I can always find it. And if I forget, I can always come back to this stream, so I can get rid of that now. There we go. Hi, Robot Gaming. Primetime 9, don't forget, he isn't checking chat all the time. He may have missed it. Oh, Robot Gaming is here. He's helping me out in the chat. What did I miss? Primetime 9 says, remember me? Yes, I do, Primetime 9. You've been here a bunch, actually. Not for a while, though. Where have you guys all been? I know you guys have been missing a bunch of my streams. We've been back for like over a week now, every single day streaming for you guys. I promised I would, and I have been. We got a lot of problems with mobs as well. Slash kill all. Can I do slash butcher? There we go. I can butcher all and slash game rule. Let's just do mobs spawning false. There we go. And then I can butcher. And hopefully they won't all come back. That should solve that problem too. Build Freddy running from Bonbon. That's not a bad plan. That's not a bad plan. It's just going to be a giant sculpture thing. Maybe we'll make the inside hollow as well at some point, so that you can actually use this thing as a lookout tower. So you can come all the way to the top of it. I wonder where build height is. Let's check that too. See how big we have to build, because I always make that mistake of building way too high. We're at 206. Is it 255 build height? Let me know. I guess let me know. We're at 254 right now, so I'm going to do slash up 1. That's going to place a block. Block, block. Yep, I was right. So there is build height for us, which is 255. I was right. That's awesome. So I'm going to leave that block there as well, which will let me know absolute maximum build height is right there. So we have a decent amount of space, actually. We have a huge amount of space to build this statue. We just need to figure out what it is we're going to build. I guess maybe we'll go with... I'm going to look up what Bonnie looks like, because I like Bonnie. I know what Bonnie looks like, but I'm just going to check what Bonnie actually looks like so that I don't build the wrong thing, because sometimes I mess it up. And I'm going to also look at... I guess Freddy, he's the main dude of Five Nights at Freddy's, right? It's in the title. I guess I'll build him too. Who should be building who, though? We was going to do that cool thing where one's inside a block and being chiseled away, like they're being made. But who's doing the building? Who's doing the being made? I think maybe we have Bonnie building Freddy. That would look kind of cool. as if Bonnie's one of the minions that's having to build Freddy. The shiny Zigzagoon says hi. It looks like he's back. Freddy is my favourite Five Nights at Freddy's character, says the cool gamer. All right, he's in definitely. We're gonna have Freddy standing over here somewhere, and then we're gonna have, I guess, Bonnie over here somewhere, building him. I guess he's chiseling him. That's going to be the plan. What do you guys think? Let me know if that's what you think. We're going to get straight on with the statue. I know some of you want to see what the building thing's going to look like down here, and me too. But I also really want to I really want to see how the actual statue is going to look. I always try to visualize how the thing's going to look before I start building. So if you're wondering why I'm sort of floating around and looking like an idiot trying to figure things out, it's because I don't just like to, you know, I like to just throw down random blocks and see how it looks, and then go from there. But I also like to kind of make sure I've scaled it out right. We have a decent amount of space, so we're definitely not going to worry about build height there. We just need to make it big enough. Maybe he stood on 1 foot. I think he's going to be stood on 1 foot there. Sort of, his leg's going to go up here, and his body's going to go up to there, obviously. His arms out here while he's chiseling, and then Freddy, maybe he's inside a block here and he's still being chiseled away. Maybe that's what we'll go with. Please listen, says Awesomeness. Do a Mitch as a FNAF theme, please listen, says Awesomeness. I mean, that would be kind of a cool idea, but I'm just not FNAF enough. We really want it to be FNAF because it's the main spawn for this, for the creative server. We want it to be really, really FNAF. So yeah, we're going to go with some FNAF characters. As long as everybody agrees. I think that's what people wanted earlier. 2 roleplays again things, says fan of the roleplay channels. You ask me this every single day. If you want me to do roleplay channels, if you want me to do roleplays again on the channels, I guess you've got to go talk to your other favourite roleplayers and get them to invite me to theirs, because I'm not doing roleplays on this channel for a little while, and we don't know what we're doing with the Steve and Anna channel just yet. Robin and Friends was asking about can we make it 1.8 since it's not laggy. The server's actually 1.9 and above. You can literally join from anywhere between, yeah, like Robot Gaming just said, anywhere between 1.9.4 all the way up to 1.12.1. So yeah, there's plenty of that. There's plenty of space in there for you to pick a good enough version for you to use. I'm going to get rid of these blocks. I ate all the cookies, says the shiny Zigzagoon. You must do what you said you would do, says Keyshaw. Alright, I think he's getting bored of looking at this thing. And me too, to be honest. So I guess we'll just go with it. Let's check what size I've got. And let's figure it out. Let's just go with... Okay, I'm still at 0/U. That's an I. /U. There we go. Hashtag keyboard typing. Please, can I have a shout out? It says BlueBlaze_Flash. There's a shout out to you. Looks like a big dome. That's the plan. That's what it's going to be eventually. But for now, we're just going to worry about the actual statues. So my /V is going to be 1, which is stone. Let's see how big that is. Why is that not working? Oh, I know why. /U. Like I said, I'm a big noob when it comes to this. I need to select that and do a ball. And let's check the size. B3, in theory. Oh, I just missed. In theory, there we go. That's an okay size to start with, I think. And that gives us an idea of kind of depth. We need to make sure that they're kind of central. So he's going to be there /U. We're going to go with him. All right, he's going to be stood on his right foot, I guess. So let's just get going. Let's just start doing some building. Here is his foot. And there we go. We are done. There's a foot. Does that look like a foot to you? I mean, it looks kind of like a foot. Steve, please listen. I will get in trouble if I'm playing anything with FNAF. I vote no. I mean, you won't even see the FNAF statue on top until you go outside. So just stay inside the building. You'll be fine. When you build him, also, can I get a shout out? Says Awesomeness. There's a shout out to you. I don't know what you mean by when you build him, because we're building him now. I guess we should probably make his foot a little more. Yeah, kind of like that. There's a foot. All these blobs on top, don't worry. I always fix it up afterwards. The way I do it is I kind of blob things around and then fix them up later. And they all have like a little connecting blob in between. like a little circular ball thing in between. So we'll do that. In fact, if I slash U, we can now go up in size. So if I be, let's try 4, see how that looks. Perfect. There we go. That's pretty perfect. We'll go with that. I guess as he stood on this foot, he's going to have it leaning slightly forward. So we'll try this. Like I said, I'm really slow at building, so apologies if this takes forever and ever to build these things. I'm pretty slow, and I'm not that great at it, so it might take a little while. I just kind of messed up there. I guess that'll be fine. We can figure out his foot. His foot's probably going to come out and around here somewhere, so we'll fill all that in a bit. Like I said, this is just kind of a basic outline that we're going to try and make look like Bonnie. So how big's his leg going to be? His leg's kind of at an awkward angle there. It looks like it's snapping backwards. We'll fix that out. We'll fix that too, but we'll fix that in a little while. Let's go with something like that. There we go. And we'll go all the way up. Does that look tall enough for a Bonnie leg? That's the question. Can you try and let us be able to play your servers on MCPE, says Crazy Gamer. I don't know that there's any way. We will look into it if there's a way of making it so you guys can come play along with us on Pocket Edition. That would be awesome. That'd be good for us too, because it means you guys could come play with us, which is what we want. But I genuinely don't think there's a way that we can do that. So if you guys know of a way, let us know. But I honestly don't think there is one. Alright, now we need... I guess that's kind of an okay shape for his leg. We're going to do /B /V0 and cut out some of it. In fact, no, /BE melt. And we're going to get some of this out of the way there, because yeah, it was a bit of a strange, odd looking shape. There we go. That's probably going to look a little better. A little more like a leg. So there we go. We've made a leg. You're great at building, says Regan. I'm great at building legs, says Regan. I should be a professional Minecraft leg builder, I think. /B, there we go. And I'm going to go back down to B3. There we go. I think there is an app to create PE servers on a mobile device, says Awesomeness. Oh, you want us to completely recreate this on Pocket Edition as well? I mean, maybe that's something we can look at in the future. Oh, my /V1. There we go. No, still not working. It's because I'm on BE melt. B /B /V1 /U. There we go. There we go. Perfect. All right, because we need the little ball shape for where it's going to connect into his hip kind of thing. Build Puppet versus Purple Guy. I guess for the next server spawn, who was that? Andrew Fong. Let me know the next time we do one of these builds, because there's going to be plenty of them. The next time we do one of these builds, I guess let me know that you chose that and we didn't get to do it this time, and we'll do that for next time. So now he has this kind of like hip part in here. So we're going to try and do something like this. And we'll figure out how fat he is, because he's not too fat. We don't want to make him too fat. Let's figure that out. We'll fill this in. Obviously, don't panic. We can use World Edit as well, so we can hollow him out afterwards. That's not an issue. I think that's probably going to be about the right size, maybe. Maybe he needs to be a little less fat. What do you think? What do you think? Let's make him a little less fat /BE melt. There we go, and let's take away some of this stuff. And you'll notice that today's music is a little bit different. I don't think I updated the description for it. I know a bunch of you guys were asking for it earlier. I'm actually just listening to some NCP sounds, and some of these are kind of cool, but I haven't heard half of these. So if you're enjoying the music, I'll try and link in the description for next time exactly what it was that was playing. I'll get rid of some of these little lumpy bits so we can kind of get an idea of where we're at. Obviously, all of this is going to change because he's not the stone one. He's the real one. This is Bonnie we're building, and he's not the stone one. He's going to be made out of wool. So we'll change all of his parts later, so he's not made of stone. In fact, there's more to come away from here because he should be kind of he should be kind of stood. I guess that's about right. His legs going up and then it goes back a bit. I guess that's about right. We'll get rid of some of this stuff here, but like I said, we'll do final touches in a little while. I'm just trying to make it look in my head at least, like it looks like it's supposed to. And right now it looks kind of okay. It looks kind of like he's standing. So I'm not going to worry about his second leg just yet, because I'm going to worry about his body. Now he has a tail on the back here, on his butt, or on his hip part, whatever this is. Let's get rid of a few bits here. There we go, and I'll just flatten that out, and then slash B. We'll go for that. Yeah, we can use this. We can flatten this off to look a bit like a tail, and get rid of some of these blocks here, and put some here and things. Something like this. It'll eventually look like his little ball tail thing. We'll figure that out. It's 1:20 here in the morning, says Daniel Smith. That's crazy. Is it strange that Steve is still working on this? He said he'll do something else, said Minecraft Robin Adventures. What do you mean I said I'd do something else? Oh, you're saying when I say things like, oh, I'm not going to do this, I'm going to move on, and then carry on. Yeah, it's because I'm an idiot. That's what that's about. I'm really dumb. Sometimes I say, yeah, I'm gonna move on, and then don't move on. Like now, I said we wasn't going to worry about his leg, and I'm currently taking the little knoblets off of his legs. That's what we're going to call. That's the official terminology. They're called knoblets. They're like, yeah, little knoblets. That's what we're going to call them. That's the official term, the official Mitch term for these bits that hang off the side. They're called knoblets. We'll get rid of some of these. All right, I'll stop. I know you guys want to see a little more in the build. You're not too worried about the little things that are hanging off the edge. It's 7 p.m. over here, says Regan, and Shiny says it's 7:23. That's kind of the time that I try and stream. I know I was a little bit late, but hopefully you guys didn't mind too much. It looks very good so far. It's looking good so far. You're not dumb. You're smart and awesome, says Regan. And this looks very good so far, says Vintage Minecraft 22. Lol, says Minecraft Robin Adventures. Mitch, you almost say Robin and Friends when you're talking to Robin Adventures. I know. It's because you both start with Robin. And to be honest, Minecraft Robin Adventures, I think he's been here a bunch longer than you have. I'm glad to have you both, of course. But I think he's been around since the very first stream I ever did. I think Minecraft Robin Adventures showed up to. I should really do it the other way around. I should accidentally call you his name. But I guess I guess he got lucky, or you got lucky. And I always do it the other way. Let's do that. There we go. I know I said I'd leave his tail alone, and that looks horrible. There we go. I know I said I'd leave it alone, but I don't know what's wrong with me right now. I'm ignoring my own sentences. All right, that's kind of looking like a tail. We can get rid of that. We can get rid of that. We can get rid of... It's looking fine. That looks fine. Let's carry on. What time is it for you, Mitch? It's actually 1:25 a.m. for me. I stay up all night doing these kind of crazy things for you guys, and then sleep during the day most of the day. All right, there's the centre of his body. Let's just do a blob, because that's kind of how they have like the little ball joint. That's kind of fine. And then we'll do... In fact, let's do a couple of blobs. There we go, because we're going to go to a much bigger size. Let's go to B7 and see how this looks for a body. I'm probably going to mess up here. In fact, it probably wants to be a little further in. Let's try that. Let's hope that we don't get stuck in the middle of it. There we go. How's that look? It's too thin. It's too skinny. He's too skinny. Slash you. Mitch, can I be a mod, says Jacob Gilbert. Do you know what? We do need some more mods. Dan Smith's always here, but as he just pointed out, it's really late for him, so he can't be here all the time. So we are probably going to look for some more mods, guys. So if you want to be a mod and you've been around for a whole bunch, slash you. Yeah, if you want to be a mod and you've been around for a whole bunch, I guess let me know on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter and let me know over there that that you've been around a whole bunch and you deserve to be a mod. And let me know why you think you should be a mod, and then I'll pick you guys from over there. I actually got my last bunch of mods from Robot Gaming. He picked a bunch of mods, so that's where I stole my mods for. I just used the same guys as him. We've kind of lost the little ball joint thing, but I'm kind of okay with it. We'll fill all of this stuff in here as well. We'll fill all that in like that. And we'll kind of make it look more like his belly when we're when we're getting around to it. But I think that's probably okay for size. That's all we're worried about, is figuring out the size. So yeah, we're doing okay on his body there. So we're just going to continue at that size going up, and obviously we'll fill this stuff in here. Looks like a butt. That definitely looks like a butt. That's not where his butt goes. Mitch, that's not where his butt goes. That's not his butt, guys. That's not his butt. We'll fill all this bit in here like this. There we go. And to be honest, a bunch of you guys were asking why I haven't done it like all the other builds on live stream. The reason is I actually don't like building with people watching. I don't know why I chose to live stream this one, because as you can see, I'm not very good at it, and I'm very, very slow at it. So people are very judgy when you're building, which is why I'm trying to take my time and do it well. But while I'm doing that, it's also making me look even worse, because I keep forgetting to like get rid of these bits and all that stuff. Should it be off to one side? Do you know what? I didn't want it to be sloping down like that, but I think it's kind of okay, because this foot, like we said, we're going to have it sort of leaning back like in an artsy fashion, as if he's leaning over towards Foxy. In fact, I'm just going to have another look at a reference image of Bonnie, because I think that will help me out to see how Bonnie looks, because I think I'm forgetting something on her chest. Oh yeah, she has that big white ball on her chest, or the big white bit on her chest, so I guess I need to put that in. I've been here since your first ever stream, says Crazy Gamer. That's awesome, thanks for being around. I know a bunch of you guys have been. Some of you guys have been here for every single stream, which is crazy. Can I be mod because I've been here a while? Can I be mod? Can I be mod? Guys, don't forget, what I was saying was, if you think you've been around and you've got really good reasons to be mod, let me know on Twitter. Not over here, go to Twitter. I'm at FTWMitch. You can let me know over on Twitter. It's much easier for me. I can't pick moderators while I'm live streaming. I've got way too much to do. I'm trying to build a Bonnie and failing miserably. How does that look? That's kind of okay. We need to make this a bit more round, and we need to make this a little bit more in, because I feel like there should be more of a like definition, or more of a defined line around here, because she normally has like the little ball joint thing that goes around. So maybe we'll get rid of some of this as well, and get rid of some of this. And I can do this with world edit and voxel and things, but like I said, I'm not exactly an expert world edit or voxel person. I just kind of wing it and just kind of go with it. So I tend to do a lot of it just by hand, which I think sometimes gives it like a better look. Sometimes it's worse, but sometimes it can look a little nicer and look a little more hand built if you do the final touches this way. And like I said, this is not the way to build. Like, this isn't a tutorial, guys. So if you're looking at this and thinking, wow, this is really great, this is how everyone should build, this isn't how everyone should build. This is just it looks like a jetpack with one leg, says Jaybird Gamer. It does. Now that you say that, that's exactly what I've built. I've built a jetpack on one leg. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And I don't know why it has these things here. They're not supposed to be there. We'll get rid of those. We'll fill this in a little bit so it looks a little less like a jetpack. And again, I could have used world edit there, but I'm not going to, because I'm a noob. There we go. It's starting to look kind of like a chest, and we'll fill in the big sort of white belly bit, and we'll start to change some things so like the colors and things in a little while here too. I think we'll fill this in a bit, kind of like that, and then maybe we will use some voxel. Let's go for B1, and let's set the V to 0, and let's try cutting out some of this. There we go, because we do want it to be more like a Bonnie, and she tends to have like a ball joint and not like she's an animatronic. Remember, she's not a person, so it doesn't have to be like a person where it's all like straight down. She has this thing, and I don't think this is big enough, this part. So what I might do is actually melt this /BE melt /BE melt. There we go, /BE melt. There we go. I should be able to melt this a little easier than the other bit, and I'll raise up the other bit. You guys probably don't even know what I'm talking about when I say this bit and that bit and the other bit. In my head, I know what I'm talking about. In my head, it's making sense. So hopefully it starts looking okay soon. Because in my head, I think it's going to look fine. But it doesn't always work out that way. It doesn't always work out that way. In fact, I'm melting the wrong bit. I should be melting this bit a bit more. There we go, like that. And around here. Don't want to go too deep with the melting. There we go. And melt this a bit more. There we go. And then /B, E, lift. I'm going to lift this part. Just to make this bit a bit fatter. Can I post a comment why I should be a mod? Like I said, the easiest way, if you want to be a mod, the easiest and best way for me to see it is to go over to Twitter, because I'm not going to be able to read all of your comments and it would be unfair. I've missed some people's comments, so they'd miss out on being a mod even if they were way better for the job. So if you want to be a moderator for the Mitch for the Win channel, let me know on Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter, it is free to set up a Twitter. You can just go set one of them up. It's really fast to do. So you could just go set one of them up. Or I guess if you really don't have Twitter and you really don't want to get Twitter, I guess at worst you could send me a message on the Discord, the FNAF Zone Discord. You can send me a message over there. I always check through that. I try to be as active as possible over there as well. So you could send me a message over there. I sent you a tweet, says Regan. That's awesome. There we go. It's starting to look more like an animatronic Bonnie. There we go. We're getting there. I knew there were some things that weren't quite right in proportion, but it's looking a little better now. Yeah, it still needs to go a bit bigger, I think, this thing, because the leg's kind of too long. The hardest part is, even when it looks okay from the top, sometimes it's not going to look okay from the bottom. And we need this thing to look okay from all angles, because people are going to see it from all angles. It's going to be right at the center of the creative spawn. So we need it to look, you know, pretty decent from the floor. And also, some people are going to have fly. I think donators actually get fly. I'm not sure how it's going to work. I'm not sure if only donators have fly and everybody has creative. We haven't figured that out. If you do have any cool suggestions for what we should do on this server, I know a bunch of you guys have been helping us out, talking to the devs on the server and giving some really cool ideas. If you do have some really awesome ideas of things you'd want to see on the server, we actually on the Discord have a section where you can actually give us ideas, and we do check that a whole bunch, because we want the server to be exactly what you guys want. It's a community for you guys more than anything. So if you have any cool suggestions of what we should do, definitely let us know over there. That's the best way to do it. Mitch, awesomeness can't use social media. Like I said, you can always hit me up on Discord, although you might call Discord social media as well, I guess. Technically, YouTube is social media, so yeah, I don't know. I guess get somebody else who can to message me on your behalf. Don't panic. Like I said, I try and be as fair as possible. So just because you can't use social media doesn't mean you can't be in with a shot. I'm trying to fill this out as much as possible, just so that I don't have to do it later, and so that when we actually stand back and look at it, it looks kind of like it should. Lol plus Mitch equals fish logic, says Andrew Fong. Can I have a shout out, Daniel? Says the Shiny Sixagoon. Hopefully Daniel will give you a shout out. Leave a link, says Red Zeph plays. I actually am really struggling to to make this build look right, so I'm not gonna be able to do a link just yet. Hopefully somebody in the chat will be able to give you a link. If not, I'll leave a link at the end in the chat. Let's fill that one out. How's this looking now? There we go. That's looking kind of more like a Bonnie. That's looking more in proportion. We're looking better. It still looks like a jetpack with a leg. You are right. Maybe the leg is a little too tall as well. What's it look like from the floor? You can definitely still tell what it is from down here. In my head at least. Why did you say out? Says awesomeness. The reason he shouted out was because he's shouting out. You asked him for a shout out and he thinks he's hilarious. He's actually quite funny. But yeah, that's why he shouts out. Whenever somebody says, can you shout me out? He shouts you out. It's really hot in here, so apologies for the noise, but I'm going to turn on a fan because it's boiling. I'm actually going to melt if I don't turn on some form of fan for some oxygen. What Bonnie are you talking about? I'm doing I guess it's the Fun Time Bonnie, the one I'm doing. Or not fun, is it Fun Time Bonnie? It's Toy Bonnie probably, actually. It's not Fun Time, it's Toy Bonnie, the one I'm doing. She's going to be like a purpley blue with like a big white patch and the red bow tie up here. Just got trying to figure out the proportions of it. I guess we can continue to go up. /B. Let's just go /B, B, /B4. We'll figure out the rest. How is it hot? It's freezing, says Awesomeness. In this room, it's really hot. When I'm live streaming, my PC is going crazy, chucking out lots and lots of hot air. Oops, slash mute. Chucking out lots of hot air. It makes my room really fast, really hot, really fast. So slash B1 slash B slash B4 slash V1. There we go. I got there in the end. Right, we can continue to build it up. In fact, slash U2 slash U. I should be able to lift. Let's see if I can lift this into position. That might be a little easier and might be a little less generic looking. Because yeah, we need to start. I guess she's leaning probably forwards a bit at this point. I probably should have gone forwards a little bit anyway. Mitch, bro, hey, says Morgan. Hey, Morgan. Welcome to the stream. Unless you've been here the whole time and just haven't said anything, in which case, welcome to the chat. Mitch, Bonbon is a boy. Bonnie is a boy. I thought Bonnie was a girl. I'll be honest. I thought Bonnie was a girl. But I guess I'm an idiot. Because yeah, I thought Bonnie was a girl character. I guess Google it. I guess look it up. I'm probably wrong. I'm almost definitely wrong. But I would Google it because I'm sure she's a girl. I'm going to call her she anyway, just because why not? Just because why not? Mitch, what is your favourite food? Says Awesomeness. My favourite food is probably pizza or cookies, because who doesn't like pizza or cookies? Pizza and cookies is kind of awesome. 99999 subs for Mitch, says Andrew Fong. I'd love that. We've been stuck at like 20,000 for quite a while. I know I haven't been doing too many streams recently, but we've been stuck at like 20,000 for ages, and she's looking way too buff right now. Or he could be a he, could definitely be a he, because like I said, I'm probably wrong. Bonnie is a boy, says Jaybird. I guess I'm wrong. Oh no, Toy Bonnie is a girl, says Blue Blaze Flash. That's the one I was going for, was Toy Bonnie. So it could be either way. Who cares, honestly? It doesn't really matter. She's still going to look the same because we're building it whilst looking at references of the right one. So it doesn't matter if she's a he or he's a she. If I'm getting it wrong, I'm getting it wrong. I'm not too worried. I'm sure it won't mind if I call it the wrong thing, because it's a giant animatronic. And in fact, it's a giant block of stone right now, so I'm sure it's not going to mind anyway. Mitch, you just had some good cookies just now with some milk. I didn't, but I should have. You're right, I should have. Let's continue. Do I need to continue going up? Let's look at this from a bit of a distance here. I guess it does need to go up a little bit, and the bow tie is about here. And then the head above. Alright, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Sorry it's taking so long, guys. Like I said, I'm pretty slow and pretty bad at building sometimes. It can take forever to do even the simplest of things. The leg happened really fast, and then the body took a year. So, like I said, we probably won't get this thing finished on stream. I want to get it finished today, so I might just go at it for like 8 hours. But I don't think I'm going to stream the entire thing, because you guys will get really, really bored. So I probably won't be streaming the entire thing. But you can log on and check out what the final thing looks like. FNAFzone.com is the server. You'll be able to do that in a few days when the creative server is launched, which is where this place is going to be. So super secrets. Here's what it looks like so far. It looks like somebody went mental with TNT, which nobody tell anybody that wasn't here at the start of the stream what happened. But yeah, we're gonna fix all this up. Like I said, we'll do some cool terraforming and things. But like I said, I don't know that I'm going to get it all finished, because who wants to be around for the next 8 hours? If you celebrate Christmas, it's hard to leave cookies for Santa. It is really hard to leave cookies for Santa for so many reasons. Reason 1, I really like cookies. I want to eat the cookies. Reason 2, even if I leave the cookies, I get hungry in the night, so I want to eat the cookies. Reason 3, they're my cookies. Why does Santa need them? So many reasons why it's hard to leave cookies for Santa. But I'll do my best. I mean, after all, he is the one that leaves all the presents, so I can't be too mean. Maybe he'll leave. Can you imagine if I don't leave him cookies, and my present was going to be a big year's supply of cookies, and he didn't give it to me because he didn't get his cookies? That'd just be dumb. So I guess I'm going to have to try and leave Santa some cookies. And I guess a carrot for Rudolph or something. I'm not really sure. What do you guys leave for Santa? And why are you guys already talking about Santa? It's so far away from Christmas. Shouldn't you guys be excited for Halloween? Speaking of which, here's something we could talk about. What are you guys going as for trick-or-treating? What are you going as Halloween? What costumes have you got? That's way too big. That's way too big. B-E melt. It's kind of lopsided as well, but I think it's fine. I think it'll be okay lopsided, he says as he starts removing things. Just going to get rid of a bit off the top here. I sound like a hairdresser right now. I'm just going to take a bit off the top. I'm not a hairdresser. I'm an idiot. Alright. If you had to choose between pizza or cookies, what would you choose, says Dan Smith. I would probably choose pizza. I think pizza. You could live off of pizza. You couldn't live off of cookies. Alright, let's clean this up a little bit. Let's get rid of some of these nobules or whatever I was... What was I calling them earlier? Noblets? Nobules? I'm not even sure. But we're going to get rid of all of these little weird pokey-uppy bits. In fact, I'm gonna just do /BE fill. There we go, and we can fill all this out. Here we go. That's filling out a little nicer, and then we can start to round the edge a little bit. Correct answer, Mitch. Pizza for the win, says Dan Smith. I didn't know. I thought you were just asking my opinion. I didn't know I could have got it wrong, but I'm glad I got it right. For Halloween, I'm going as Mitch because Mitch is scary, says the cool guy. That's mean. You're mean, cool gamer. That's really mean. Mitch is not scary. I'm anti-scary. I'm so nice. But yeah, you should totally go as me. All you need is some green pants and a red shirt. Unless you want to go as FTW Mitch, in which case you need a green shirt and red pants. It's kind of the opposite. Maybe you and your friends should go as one of each. Alright, so I need to melt again. Because I'm going to call it it. Bonnie is leaning forward because you guys think it's some of you think it's a boy, some of you think it's a girl, and I don't want to upset half of you because I'm going to be wrong with half of you one way or another. So I'm going to move its back in a little bit just because I think it should be leaning forward. Now its tail doesn't look right. We'll sort out its tail in a little bit. Lol, he didn't see. I'm going to bed. Oh, I'm going as my bed, and by that I mean I'm sleeping. Oh, Squish says he didn't see that. I'm going as my bed, and by that I'm sleeping. I didn't see that. I didn't see where you typed that. Let's go up a bit. No, you're right. I didn't see it, but there you go. So you're just going to be lazy? That's really, really lazy. I think you should go as me, Squish. I think that'd be a really good thing. Also, you should come help me build, because I'm failing miserably. /BE fill. Let's fill in this bit a little bit here. Like I said, I'm not very good at building when I'm being watched, which is probably a bad idea to stream it. But I know you guys would really want to see some of what goes on in the background, and this normally happens in the background, so I thought I'd show you guys. So sorry that it's taking so long, but I think you'll probably start to see it's coming together. It's starting to look like a really tall Bonnie, actually. I think that leg is probably a little too big. What I might do is bring it down from here. So in fact, let's just do that now. /pos 1, and that sets position 1. I'm going to float all the way over to here and do position 2. Oh no, it's raining. /pos 2. There we go. And then we'll have to fix up the leg, but we definitely need to move it down. I don't know by how many. Let's have a look. I would say let's move it down by 5. /move 5 down. And that's going to mess up my leg, but it is going to process the blocks. It's going to get rid of the whole thing. Weather clear. There we go. Now it's going to be sunny. Steve, what is your Twitter? It's Mitch FTW. Oh no, it's not. It's FTW Mitch. My Twitter, because Mitch FTW was taken. There we go. That's looking. It's looking a little bit more like the right size for Bonnie. But I am going to have to fix up this leg now, which we can do in a little bit, or we can do now. I don't know which. I might just do it now because I'm clearly already doing it. Like I said, I'm kind of bad at choosing what to do whilst building. and choosing my priority. So I always say I'm going to do things and then do something else. Let's see how that's looking. It still looks like a leg. I'm kind of happy with it. I'm kind of okay with it. We'll fix that up so it looks more like a ball joint in the middle there, because it totally should. Squish says, not when I'm sleeping. I didn't see... Hey, it's not lazy. It's taking advantage of an opportunity. Squishy, you could help me kill bullies. Not when I'm sleeping. Okay, yeah, that's what's going on. Sorry, I've not been paying enough attention to the chat, so I missed that entire conversation that was going on in there. We should probably fill this bit in. I guess I could do this with BE fill, but again, like I said, I'm not exactly an expert when it comes to building, so I'm going to take forever and do it the hard way. But there we go. Build a statue of you being Ennard, says Crazy Gaming 123. Why do you guys always want to see a statue of me? That's kind of crazy. Jacob says, Steve, what is your Twitter? Sorry, Mitch. Don't panic. If you call me Steve, I know who you're talking to, because I know that I used to be Steve. I always get it confused as well. Every time I go to start an intro, I always want to start with, hey guys, Steve here, but hang on, I'm Mitch. Start again, so don't panic. You're not the only ones that still call me Mitch every now and again. Even I do it, so don't panic. 10 out of 10 building distraction. You're absolutely right. I'm going to get on with the building and stop being a noob. Is that leaning forward enough? It's kind of leaning forward a little bit. Alright, so now we're going to need an arm coming out here that's got a hammer in... Oh, I guess a chisel in this hand and a hammer in that hand. Yeah, because we'll do her right-handed, or it right-handed. So she'll have the hammer in its hand. I keep messing that up. I'm going to call her a her, because she's a her as far as I'm concerned. Let's pretend this Bonnie is a girl. Where did you get Mitch from? Says Awesomeness. I got Mitch from my actual real-life name. A lot of people don't know that, but that is actually my real-life name. I decided, let's stop being Robin, let's stop being Steve, let's be who I really am, and stop making up names. It's way easier just to use my proper name. So it's actually my real name. It's actually, that's why it's kind of strange that I still get confused and call myself Steve, because I've been called Mitch for my entire life. So it's not actually that confusing when people call me Mitch. Sometimes I forget that everybody knows that I'm Mitch, and when somebody says, hey Mitch, I'm like, how do you know that's my name? And then I realise that it's because I've told everybody. But I'll get used to it, I guess. I don't know why I'm doing this manually. Like I said, sometimes I'm a noob. I should stop and do it using World Edit, but I'm still being a noob. In fact, I'm going to stop and do it using World Edit. Alright, /B /B1/V0. Let's try that. It was actually way cleaner when I was doing it manually, but I guess this will do. /U20. There we go. /B heat melt. That's how I should have done it. That would have been way cleaner. That's what I should have done. All right. What does FTW stand for? Says Blue Soul Production. It stands for the win, which Amico Faulkner then tells you. Sorry, I'm not paying enough attention to the chat. I'm trying to make this look kind of rounded and failing miserably. It's really hard for some reason to get the top of this looking right. Sometimes it can be done in like 10 seconds. Other times it can take me like an hour to make one part of a body look right, which is why I tend not to stream this stuff, guys, because it can be stressful with everybody's eyes on you and you failing miserably. But you guys are all being super nice about how much of a noob I'm being right now, so I guess it's not too bad. Like I said, we probably won't stream the entire build, because as you can tell, we haven't even built one of the statues yet. There's 2 to build. And yeah, there's a ton to do, so it's going to take a while. Your puppy is so cute, says that was Blue Blaze _Flash. He's super cute. Those that didn't see yesterday in the stream, I promised that I would show you guys a picture of my puppy on Twitter, and I posted a picture of him on there, and he is super cute. He's so funny. He's like the coolest thing in the world. So stand by for more updates on the cutest puppy in the world, because can't stop talking about him because he's really cute. Anyway, let's see how that looks. That's looking a bit more rounded off. It's looking a bit better. We'll fix all these bits up using BE fill /BE fill. Mitch is Steve. You're absolutely right. I am. And Steve, I saw somebody earlier saying Steve is fake. Only the name Steve is fake. I was Steve. Steve was real, but his name was just made up. He made it up to be a super secret. It was a secret identity because he was Robin. He didn't want everyone to know he was Robin. And Robot Gaming says, as he always does, as he never stops saying, he says, "Hello there," or should I call him Roby1 Kenobi? Roboty1 Kenobi. I don't know. He calls himself all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff. He's really into Star Wars because he's, you know, kind of a nerd. I have to leave, says Andrew Fong. I know, it's getting super late. It's getting really, really late. And like I said, this is going to take forever. So don't panic. I'll stream as long as I can be bothered to. And when I get bored of streaming, I'll continue it and I'll show you guys. Follow me on Twitter and I'll definitely... Oh, it's Robbie1 Kenobi. General Squishobi, says Robot Gaming. You are a mod one. He, says Robot Gaming. He's such a noob. But yeah, I'll put some photos once it's done on Twitter to show you guys. I'll also get the FNAFzone.com Twitter to tweet it out as well, so you can see how it's looking, get updates over there. You should follow them too. They're kind of cool. I forget the name of that, but Robot's in the chat, so Robot, help me out. What is the name of the Twitter for the FNAF Zone? I think it's just at FNAF Zone server, I think, but Robot's in the chat. He'll help me out. All right, I think I've done enough of rounding this for now. I needed to fix this side up, so let's do that. Let's fix all this bit up here. There we go. It's looking a little neat, a little bit neater. Like I said, there's builders out there that are a billion times better than I am. I don't claim to be the best builder in the world or even very good at it. I'm just patient. I just keep going until it starts looking right. So it's FNAF Zone server. So you can type in at FNAF Zone server on Twitter, and that's how you can follow those guys, because they're super fun too. They're super cool, and that's the best way to find out all of the info about what is going on with the server. I'm sure they'll start tweeting out a bunch of stuff soon about what is going on with the server and what's planned and what's new. Let's see where the center of the body is. We're not worried about the center of the thing. We're just worried about the center of the body. Let's go about there, maybe. Yeah, I guess it's about there. We'll go with that. And now /B, B, /B, 3, and we'll try that. That's too big, /U. There we go, there is her neck, or its neck, as we like to call it. In fact, it's still too big. I should have just built this manually. Would have taken way less time. Let's just do that. Get rid of these bits, and get rid of these bits. There we go. That's kind of looking like a neck. We'll get rid of this bit. And there we go. That should be big enough. And we'll start colouring this thing in soon as well, so that we can see exactly what she looks like. /BE fill. There we go. And we'll start to fill this bit out so it's kind of the same as the other side. The way I normally build things as well, which I'm just now realising, I was trying to figure out why it's taking me so long, and I've just now realised that normally, when I'm not under pressure of having people watching me build, normally I'll build half and then just weld edit the other half so it matches. Apart from the legs and things, but that's normally how I do it. So my bad. Sorry it's taking so long. Maybe we'll do that with the head, because that will save us taking so long to do it. Mitch, can you listen? Says Awesomeness. Sorry, I've not been paying enough attention to the chat, clearly. I'm sorry, Awesomeness. I'm really sorry. It's really difficult to look at the building and do it. When I'm looking at the chat, as you can see, when I'm looking at the chat, nothing happens on the screen, because I can't build and look at chat at the same time. So that's why. Can you collaborate with the Little Club again? Please, 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 is what he wanted to know. To be honest, I've spoke to them a couple of weeks ago, probably 3 or 4 weeks ago. They're really, really nice dudes. They're really cool dudes. But we didn't actually talk about collabing or anything. So if you want them to collab, go and let them know, because they probably don't even know that you guys want to see. They probably don't even know that you guys know who I am. So if you want to see me collab with them, go and pester them and just say, hey, we want to see Mitch for the win over here right now. Maybe they'll hit me up and we can do a collab. Robin, are you getting a movie? Says Dan Smith. Did I seriously just call you Robin? Says Dan Smith. You did call me Robin. And am I getting a movie? No, I'm not. I don't think so, at least. Mitch, you're the coolest, says Regan. Thanks, Regan. You're always awesome. You're always here and you're always super, super friendly. So thanks for being here, Regan. What did Mitch do? Says the crazy gamer. Do you mean what did I do to be the coolest? I did nothing. I'm just apparently the coolest anyway. Alright, I'm going to start building again and stop reading the chat for a little bit. /B1 /V1. There we go. Let's build it out of stone some more. Why is that not building things? Oh, /BB. It's because it's on fill. That's why. Which side should we build? We will build this side. Let's build this side and then we can start building the other side afterwards. So she has a face. She's kind of like a bear, kind of. So she has like a long pokey face bit, which is the technical term for bear face. I made that up. That's not technically the technical term for a bear's face. So we'll go with something like this. We'll fill that in as well. There we go. I have to go. Bye. Bye, guys, says Regan. Yeah, I know. A bunch of you guys are going to have to go soon because it is getting super late for a lot of you guys. If you're on Eastern Standard Time, it is probably getting close to you guys having to go. So, sorry it was such a late stream. Sorry I was late, and sorry it's taking so long. But don't panic. I'm not going to stop streaming just yet. You guys can, when you wake up before school, you can totally check out the rest of the live stream at least. When you wake up, it will be a video when you do wake up, and you can check it out then. It's just filling in some of this so that we can see what it looks like. But yeah, you'll be able to check it out then, and also, like I said, follow me on Twitter. You'll be able to check that out in the morning. Hopefully I'll be finished by then. If not, you'll at least see the progress. I'll definitely tweet out a picture of the progress before I go to sleep, so I'll let you guys know. What does Lex Luthor say? Ding 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 ding, says Daniel Smith. Does he say that? I don't know that he says that. It's only 6 for me, says Blue Blaze Flash. That's awesome. So you can stick around for a few more hours. So I guess I'll stream for ages more. Or maybe not ages more, but maybe a little more. All right, so that's going to be the bottom of her mouth. I'll go out a little bit this way as well. Not because it needs to, but because it means that when I do the half thing, it will at least be symmetrical. There we go. Yeah, so we've covered most of this. Let's just fill in this bit and get rid of this here. There we go. And guys, this isn't, for all of you new people, I know there's a bunch of you in the chat that this is your very first stream. This isn't the normal thing. This isn't the norm for us. We don't normally just stream builds. If you are enjoying it, of course, make sure to hit that like button, because it's the best way to let me know that you actually want to see more of these style builds, because we can do these all the time, because I'm always building random things. So if you enjoy these, let me know. We can do a bunch more of these. If not, just tell me that in the comments as well. Let me know in the comments, and I'll stop making streams of these. I've done this before a whole bunch without streaming them. So if you don't enjoy them, let me know, and I'll stop doing the streams of the builds. Well, I'll go back to doing them on my own, which, to be honest, is way less stressful, because when I mess up, I look an idiot, but only I see it. Like just there, where I built something, took it away, and then just rebuilt it manually. Okay, that's looking kind of like a face. Mitch, play Who's Your Daddy with RG, says the cool gamer. You're absolutely right. We haven't done that in ages, and that game was so fun. That game was actually one of my favourite games. That game is really, really fun. So we'll definitely do that. Next time I speak to Robot, I'll try and remember to say, hey, we need to do some more of that, because that was so fun. If I don't remember, let him know. Let him know. And if you're here, Robot, remind me, because we should definitely do some more of that, because that was actually really fun. That game is super funny. I guess we need... I'm just sort of building and then unbuilding and then rebuilding, because I guess the overbite thing starts here and then it goes inwards, so I kind of built it upside down. Let's get rid of that. and all of this. There we go. Starting to look more like a thing that I wanted it to look like. And there we go. And then I guess we'll get rid of the... No, we'll leave them there. Call me the Shiny or Zigzagoon, says the Shiny Zigzagoon. Okay, I'm going to call you Zigzagoon because it's fun to say. Mitch, can you play Cuphead and Mugman? I don't actually have Cuphead. I've heard of Cuphead. It looks like a really strange game. I have never played it, but it looks really super strange. But I guess we could try that out. That'd be kind of fun. We haven't played any new games other than Fortnite for a little while. So if it's new games you guys want, we can try that out too. I always try and keep you guys happy and just stream what you want to see. There we go. I'll fill in some of this. I don't need to fill in all of it. Just enough that I can kind of get an idea of where I'm at. Because, like I said, I'm not the best builder. So it's hard to visualize sometimes without doing a little bit of extra clicking. There we go. Alright, so it's kind of looking okay. Remember, we're just doing half. I know I've done more than half, but we're just doing half, and we'll worry about these bits later. That will disappear when I copy it over to the other side. But I think we do need to go up a bit more, though. And I should use some more voxel to go up a bit more, actually, because that's probably way faster. Robot is a cup, says Crazy Gamer. You think he's Cuphead? He could be, who knows. Alright, we'll go up a little bit more on this side. We'll fill in some of these blocks like that. Not too worried that I'm going over the halfway mark, because like I said, we can fix all that up. Hashtag Mitch and RG. Hashtag better than Rick and Morty. I don't know that. I don't know that much. We're kind of cool, but not as good as Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty are great. In fact, I've totally messed up. It's almost like a Chica beak rather than a Bonnie mouth. So let's get a side reference image so I can try and not be a noob for a change. Let me just find something here. Yeah, I guess I need to do more at the top. Because her nose is kind of... I mean, she's a bunny, so her nose is kind of big. I don't know why I said bear earlier. She's definitely a bunny. Alright, how does this look like from the side profile? Okay, we're getting there. We are getting there. So I need to raise this bit up. In fact, /BE lift. Let's raise all this up. There we go. We're getting there. And then it's going to be melted at the back. Let's see how this looks. Way too big, I think. Way too big. So I can melt all this back. Not an issue. We'll get there eventually, guys. Don't panic. We'll get there eventually. Squish, Mitch and RG. Everyone, hashtag Mitch and RG. It looks like a boat, says Crazy Gamer. Yeah, it did. It wasn't working out. It really wasn't working out. Sometimes this can happen when building. Sometimes you try and it just doesn't want to work. It doesn't want to look right. But we'll get there. We'll get there. I might just completely just do this. I might just go bloom, 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 bloom. There we go. I got rid of all of that. Don't want to get rid of the bottom bit. I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to start again. There we go. We're going to start from there. Sorry, guys. Like I said, this is why I tend to do these off camera and things, because there's a lot of pressure not to mess up, like I just did there. There's a lot of pressure not to mess up when you're doing it live, because like I said, these do take a while, and I keep messing up. /U /B B /B1. Nope. /B3 2 /V1. There we go. Now I can start again. So, do you know what I should do? I should start with a ball. I'm going to do that. I'm going to start with a ball about this height. Let's just go with that. Kind of here. /H CYL 1 15. Need an extra slash. There we go, and that will start to fill in a cylinder. Oh no, I didn't want to do a cylinder, I want to do a sphere. Alright, now start to do that. Hashtag Mitch and IG. Guys, where are all the hashtag Mitch and RGs? Mitch and RG, hashtag Mitch and RG. Daniel, I'm still sub to you, says the shiny Zigzagoon. Hey, I'm back, says that was Trinity Templeman. Welcome back, Trinity Templeman. You haven't missed too much. I'm about to get stuck in a ball, so I'm getting out of it before it happens. And that is way too... It looks like a bobblehead. It looks like a bobblehead. That is way too big. Okay, so we've made a bobblehead Chica right now. We're making a bobblehead Chica. All right, I'm going to get rid of that. // undo. I'm going to try and make that way less gigantic. It'll take a couple of seconds to get rid of that. So that was 15. So I guess we'll go with like a 10. And we'll undo that bit as well. Get rid of that. I guess we'll go with like a 10. In fact, let's try 8. Let's try it further back as well, because the beak, or the... It's not a beak, is it? Let's try 8. The, 1, 8. The, get out before it closes us in. The front of her head, the mouth part, whatever we're going to call it, is kind of pokey out more. I guess 8 wasn't big enough, so we're going to go back in and we're going to try it. Hashtag Bobble Bonnie says Squish. Yeah, this is... Squish knows that I don't tend to build these things with people watching, because she's often asked me, hey, can I come watch you build? And I've always said, no, I hate being watched while I build. And you're all finding out why. It's because I'm really bad at it. Alright, let's see if this is about the right size. That's looking a little better. That's looking... It's probably still a bit big. Let's look at it from the side here. I think it's a bit big. So 8 was too small, 10 was too big. I think I know where I'm going with this. We need 9. You love my presence, says Squish. Yep, you're absolutely right. It's true. Let's try 9, and hopefully I didn't put that in the wrong spot. No, I think that's about right. There we go. We're on to something with this. We now at least have kind of a head. I did put it in the wrong spot though. It should have been further up. But I think I'm going to go with it anyway. Maybe. In fact, no, I'm not. // undo. There's a lot of undoing and redoing going on. I apologise, guys. Like I said, it's building's tricky sometimes. It can be a real pain, especially when you keep failing and messing everything up. It's probably a little high, but we can deal with that. We can make it the right size from here. And at least now we can see all of this stuff and we can get rid of some of it. We might not need to get rid of all of it, but some of it we'll definitely get rid of. And at least we can see she's an animatronic again. The hashtag Mitch and RG squad is in crisis. Is that because nobody's typing hashtag Mitch and RG? That could be why. Alright, so let's try and get a mouthpiece going. Let's try and get something that looks kind of like a mouth going on this thing. Let's try and at least get that done within the next 3 to 7 hours, because it's just not been going well. There we go. Let's get rid of all of this stuff here. Alright, there we go. It's probably not far enough out. Yeah, it's not far enough out, because let's just put her nose where it goes. And obviously I can go this way, but I was just going to copy her head over. But maybe we won't do that now. Maybe we'll just build both sides at once. Maybe that was what was messing me up. Let's see how far out her nose is going to go. Is that too far? No, I don't think that is. It looks it. I know what you're thinking. It does look it. But I don't think that is too far because she does have like a big... I mean, she's a rabbit, so she does have a big rabbity bit of a nose. So we'll just go with that. Oh, slash U2. Slash U2. We'll get rid of some of these bits. And we'll get rid of these. And I'm actually going to go up a little bit more at the front because her nose tends to go up a little bit. In fact, not quite that much. Maybe there. And then up a bit more, maybe. We'll try that out and then kind of somewhat like this. And if you're wondering, I really don't know what I'm doing right now. I have no idea. I never know what I'm doing when it comes to this stuff, guys. You're finding out the truth. I'm not a very good builder. You're finding it out right now live. Yeah, it's kind of too much. It's kind of too much on the back here. It's really tricky. I'm having a really hard time with this nose. Maybe I shouldn't have chose Bonnie. Alright, let's see how that's looking. That's looking okay. We'll probably put some bits in here for the teeth in a little bit. We'll get rid of these for now because they're kind of all over the place. It's not looking too bad. Let's try again with a bottom piece. Slash U3. Let's try slash B. Why am I doing that? Let's just do slash B2. There we go. Hopefully we get somewhere with this that starts to look a little bit like a Bonnie face. Just cleaning it up before we step back and look at it so that we don't have to try and imagine the ball things on the bottom are gone. They're actually gone. That might be easier to see. Let's get rid of all of these and throw some bits in here. We're getting there. We are getting there, guys. Slowly but surely we're getting there. Okay, that's looking... It's looking more like it. It's looking more like it. She kind of still looks like a duck, but it's okay. I'm okay with it for right now. We need to probably go in a little bit here, which I'll just do manually. I don't know whether I'm going to do it on both sides or whether I'm just going to copy it over because that's kind of all over the place. I went too far. I went too far. Do a try not to laugh challenge, says Awesomeness. And Squish says no thanks. I'd be really bad at a try not to laugh challenge. I would probably just laugh at everything. Squish would be really bad at it. She's way worse. She would just laugh at absolutely every single thing ever. And that is a really lopsided Bonnie face. Let's find the center. Let's go from there. Pause. 2. Slash expand. 8 down. Oh, I was 1 block off. 9 down. Yeah, let's do 1 more. And then let's stand on it. And let's make sure I'm in the middle. I am. Slash slash copy. Slash slash, what way am I standing? South. Slash slash flip. South. Slash slash paste. Let's try that out and see how that looks now that it's symmetrical. Looks a little better symmetrical. Alright, I'm happier with that. And it will start to look way better, guys. Don't panic that it's starting to turn out a bit strange. I promise it will look way better once the colours start to be added and things. Trust me, they all start out looking really, really strange. Now all I need to do is give her some more shape in her face. So slash BE lift, because she has really big cheeks. So we need to give her the big cheeks that she has. And again, I think I'll just do that to one side and then copy it over once I'm happy with the shape. Unsub, says Dan Smith. If you're unsubbing for builds, that probably means you don't like the builds. So don't panic too much, because I don't know that we're going to do too many of these builds. Unless you guys really, really enjoyed it. But I doubt it, because I've failed miserably at a lot of this stuff. So I doubt you guys are that into seeing these builds. But yeah, like I said, if you're new, don't panic. This isn't all we do. Maybe hang around, maybe come to a different stream. Because this isn't what we normally do. We don't normally do really bad building. This should be like yesterday's were titled "I die a lot and am bad at Fortnite." This should be titled something like "I'm bad at building." But we are getting there eventually, and it's starting to look like a face at least. I think I'm going to take out some of these, because this is where the eyes are going to go, obviously. And we'll figure out the shape. It kind of comes out a bit more here and then in, I guess. We'll look at that. We'll go with that. In fact, I shouldn't really worry about this too much, because I'll probably worry about the shape of the eyes and things a little more when I start doing the colouring side of things. And when I say colouring, obviously I'm not going to be colouring. I basically just mean the... I'm going to get rid of this and just do a wall. I basically just mean using the different coloured blocks. This is probably exactly how it was before I started knocking it down, so I'm going to stop. It looks like a duck from the Duck song. It does, but trust me, it's going to look better soon. I promise. I promise. We're going to get there. I think what we'll do is we'll go down the centre here and get rid of this bit and these. Maybe it does need to be raised up a little bit, because she does need the gap down the centre. Let's try this out. Let's fill this back here a little more and see if she starts to look more like herself. It's getting there. It's getting there. It definitely needs... I don't think we can get the shape to go up. Sometimes with these, you just have to not have the perfect shape, because we don't really want to start using slabs and half blocks and things, because it starts to look a bit strange. Maybe we'll go with something like that. Yeah, we'll do maybe something like that too. I guess so, I guess so. And we'll figure out her face when we do the colouring. What I'm going to do now, I think I'm still selecting the same bit. I am. So I'm just going to copy it from here. Let's make sure I'm in the centre. I am. Alright, let's have a look. Alright, it's starting to look like a head. It is starting to look like a head. So now all we've got to worry about is getting the arms right and another leg. We need another leg. So let's start work on the arms. /B, B, /B. Let's go with a 3. And then /V, 1. There we go. When you hear Mitch move his chair, can you hear my chair? Is it really loud? Sorry about that. If my chair's super loud, I'll try not to move it too much. Alright, so I have a reference image. It's really hard because in all the reference images her arms go down, and we want her to be like chiseling away at a fun time Foxy. So let's just go with it. Let's just try something out here. We'll try and make this look a little bit more ball shaped, I guess. There we go, that's looking okay, because of course she's an animatronic, she has those arm thingies. In fact, I'm going to do the next bit from in there. So now we can go B4. Why did that not make it much bigger? I guess it did make it a bit bigger. We just needed to make our ball shape thing more here than over there. Let's have a look at that. It's looking kind of okay. Yeah, that's looking alright. That looks alright. So she has the ball thing. In fact, we can probably make these look a little neater by doing something like that. I'm misplacing blocks all over the place here. Let's get rid of F3 as well. Now all we need to do is make it look kind of like she's leaning forward and chiseling. So I guess she's going to be going forward at this kind of angle. How does that look? Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad. Maybe we'll do a bit of a bigger ball, or I don't know, a smaller ball. Or maybe we'll just do a cut in here or something, so it kind of looks like it's not attached. I guess I'll figure that out when I'm doing the final decoration. I don't know that that wants to stay. Maybe that needs to be bigger even, or even smaller, or even not there. Who knows? We'll figure that out when we're doing this. Hashtag Mitch can build, just really slowly and really poorly. Let's go for B2. Let's do something like this. Let's do a couple of those. And try and make it like a ball again. There we go. It's getting there. We're getting there. And then, of course, we need the other part of our arm attached. So let's go for B4. In fact, let's build a few bits out here so we can start from there. In fact, we want to probably start from the center. So like down here. So we'll get rid of that. Hopefully that is the right place. It's a little far out. Squish says, well, she says squid by the looks of it. I think that's a squid that she's just put in the chat. I think that might be a bit too long because this is starting to look like a hand, but that was supposed to be the other part of her arm. That's supposed to be her forearm, and that's supposed to be her bicep there. So maybe it's a bit. We'll go with it. We'll go with it. We'll see how it looks. How far over the edge? No, she is too far over the edge actually. So what we're going to do is we're going to slash you a bunch. There we go, and then we're going to probably just do it here actually. Slash U some more. We'll go with that. Slash B, B, slash B3. Start going up and in a little. Because of course, if she's holding a chisel in her hand, she'd have her arm a little bit bent. Kind of like that. We'll get rid of some of these bits here. Like I said, there's an art to building. Sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't. Today, I feel like I haven't had it. It's not working out. But, Mitch, will you make a Q&A? Do you know what? If you want to ask me a question, you can totally ask me a question right now. I'll try and keep my eye on the chat. If you want to turn it into a Mitch build / Q&A, you can ask me any questions you want, and I'll try my best to answer them. Bye. I'm going to watch FNEF video. Bye, says Andrew Fong. You're right. That has actually just come out. I think the Freddy video came out at 8 Eastern Standard Time. So if you haven't seen that, maybe go and watch that and come back when I'm done with a hand or two. You can stick around if you want. I'd be glad if you stick around. But of course, I'm not holding anybody hostage. You can totally go check those out. And if you're gonna go check somebody else out, they're the guys to go check out because they're really cool. Let's just get rid of some of this here. Get rid of some of the meat off of here so it starts to look more like an arm and less like a big lump of cube. Mitch, this is your homework. Write a 100 chapter RG fiction or get bad grades. I'll take the bad grades because, yeah, not really gonna bother writing about RG. You guys all know about RG. He's a nuisance. That's what I know about RG for sure. Not really, he's a good friend of mine. Mitch, what is the new server called? It is called FNAFzone.com, and you can come along and join us. You can't join me right now because I'm on a super secret hidden server, but you can come along and join us for some Sky Wars and things. Maybe after the stream, I'll take a break from building and we can all come and play some Bed Wars or some Skyblock or something. I always get them mixed up. I always call it Sky Wars and Bed Block. All right, now we need a hand of some sort. How's this look from the ground? Can you tell what she's doing? Kind of. We'll figure it out. What about from a distance? Kind of. All right, I'm gonna do the other arm before I worry about the first arm. I'm gonna worry about the other arm because we can always, if it's too far out, like I'm worried it is, it definitely is. We can always move the whole thing back, and this is looking a bit strange from this angle. Like I said, this is the hardest part about building in 3D in Minecraft, is getting it to look right from all angles. Because although it looks okay from this side, see, it kind of looks like a bent arm. You can kind of tell what it is. From over here, it looks kind of strange. Jaybird Gamer says, you changed your mind making Toy Chica. No, this is still going to be an attempt at Toy Bonnie. I know that Toy Bonnie, I know the face kind of looks like Chica, but once it's all coloured in and once we sort it out, it's going to look way better. Don't you dare build the skyblock house without me, says Squish. That's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to head over there and sneakily build without her knowing, just to annoy her. Not really. We're not actually going to do that. Let me just check my reference image here and figure some stuff out. I guess if she's holding a chisel in that hand, she's holding a hammer in this hand. So her arm would go down and then up again because she's getting ready to swing a hammer. You can probably tell I'm actually holding my hands to try and figure out where the position of these things should go. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. So where's her arm start? Her arm starts over here. B2. And then let's plonk a few... Ooh. Let's plonk a few bits out here, like we did before, because of course she's an animatronic. We need her to look a bit animatronic-ish. I don't know if I did that over here, did I? Not. I kind of did. We'll start the next bit here, actually. Slash B4. I will leave this bed and fight you if you do, says Squish. If I go and build without her on the Skyblock Island, she's going to leave her bed, guys. Should I do it? I think I might kind of do it just to see if we can get her out of bed. Because she's lazy. Just kidding, guys. Slash B3. There we go. We're going to go do this. And if you guys are interested, and I have been saying it a whole bunch, but there's probably some people here that weren't here at the start. I'm actually using Voxel, which is why things are appearing out of nowhere. It's called Voxel Sniper. It's a really, really clever plugin that helps you look like you're a way better builder than you are, unless you're an idiot with it, in which case I end up looking really stupid and look like a worse builder than I actually am. But I'm sure you guys will start to get the idea of what's going on real soon, and you'll see that I'm not as bad as I have looked this stream. All right, so the arm's coming down, and then slash U2. Maybe it needs to come out a little more. All right, and then it needs to come up. And this is going to be tough because it has to come up really close to make it look right, and it also has to come up at a bit of an angle. There we go, we're getting there, And as you can see, it's kind of looking like I wanted it to. Definitely going to have to work on it a bit. But you can see that in this hand, it's going to be a hammer, and in that hand, it's going to be a chisel. So we're definitely going to want to come out a bit further here. And we're definitely want to go up a little more with this hand. And we'll put a hammer in that hand and a chisel in that hand. And that's how she's going to look. She's going to look okay. Hey, Sakura Misa is here, who says, hey, at Squish. Mitch, I messaged you on Twitter, says Jacob Gilbert. I will check that out after the stream, I promise. I'll check out all of your tweets and messages and all sorts of things after the stream, because I can't do it. I can barely keep up with the chat while streaming. Slash Q, slash BE lift. Let's see if I can grab this arm out a little bit and make it look a little bit thicker and a little bit fatter and a little bit less weird. I actually made it look more weird, but that's fine too. And we'll do the same here, possibly. We'll pull this out a little bit and give her a little bit of a thicker arm. And obviously all of these bits we can knock off as we go. I will neaten it up when we start getting around to the decoration phase, which we're getting close to, guys. It doesn't look like it, but we are getting close to being ready to decorate. She's in the finished stone stage, as I like to call it. I always build in stone just because it's easier to build out one thing, because you can then easily change it all using World Edit. So it's getting close. We definitely need another leg, and then we're going to need some hands and a hammer and a chisel and things. But I guess we'll work on the leg. I should have probably done the 2 legs together because I've forgotten what sizes these things were. But we do know that it's going to be sort of hanging back, as if she's sort of leaning on him with the chisel as she hammers. So it's going to be like down and back. Actually, let me look at like a ballerina or something for an idea. Let me just Google that quickly, just to figure out how it's supposed to look, because I'm a bit of a noob. Yeah, I guess something like that. You guys can't see. I should have put the reference images I'm using up on the screen, because you guys have no idea what I'm actually looking at. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the chat. Mitch, I dare you to try streaming with a mouthful of peanut butter for 2 minutes. I triple, quadruple dare you, says Morgan. I don't think so. That sounds really tough, as if it's not hard enough to do all the things I'm having to do right now, trying to build and not look like an idiot, and also try and keep up with the chat, as if that's not hard enough. You want me to do it with peanut butter in my face? That's not happening. /B/B/B4. Let's try this. It's going to be about there. Alright, so it comes down. In fact, I should be able to lift. /BE lift again. Oh, I just pressed F and flipped it into the wrong side. There we go. So I should be able to lift this. I know it doesn't make much sense that it's called lift, even though it's going down, but it's because it's just the type of thing I'm doing. I'm not melting it, so I'm lifting it. The opposite of melt in this is lift. So that's why I'm doing that, if you're wondering. Not that any of you care. Hey Robot Gaming, what's going on? While you're here, and I remember, somebody had a great idea and said, me and you should play some more of that that awesome game, Who's Your Daddy? And they're right, we totally should, because that was a load of fun. And Squish, me and you should play that too. I know we played that as well, but that was a ton of fun, so we should all definitely play that. I think it's only 2-player though, so we'll definitely do a couple of streams of that, because I know a bunch of you guys enjoyed that, and I know me and Robot definitely did. That was so fun. In fact, I'm going to need to use a ball for this /B/B/B3. Alright, and hopefully this doesn't look really strange, because at the moment she's kind of floating and leaning on nothing. That leg's probably a bit long, maybe? Yeah, it's a bit long. And it's a bit thin as well. /B4. And then /B3. Let's see how this looks. We can do... oh yeah, we should 100% do that ASAP, says RG. We can do a tree thing, taking it in turns. Oh, a tree thing, taking it in turns. That's actually a really smart plan. We should do that. I'll wreck your kids, he says. Why can't you be more like my dead sister, says Jacob Gilbert. Yes, some people had forgotten about that. Others didn't, RG. Others didn't forget about that, RG. Oh, that was so funny. And the less said about that, the better. Hashtag secrets for those that weren't there for that stream, and the ones that were really did have the most fun. Didn't you always record that with Flash? I'm not 100% sure I ever did it with you, or did I? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure me and you did it. I'm pretty sure it was me and you that did it. I don't even know that I did it with Flash. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. RG, please. Hashtag RG exposed. Why does that leg look so strange? I'm not sure. we'll figure it out. Like I said, it's only the early stages. These statues do always take me forever. They're a really tough thing to build. But as you can tell from the hub, eventually they do finally look okay. So I'm hoping we get to that stage sometime soon. It's going to need she is going to need another foot, so we'll put a foot on her. I guess it's just going to go plonk, 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 plonk. Is that too long for a foot? No, I think that's about right. It kind of looks like she's sort of leaning her foot back. And like I said, once we start decorating and colouring and everything else, it'll really start to come together. I promise it's not going to look as bad as it looks right now. Why will that not go away? Thank you. It's not going to look as bad as it looks now. Yep, you can tell it's Flash since he's in your thumbnail. You got me and Flash mixed up, says RG. I guess I did, RG. I guess I got you. So did everybody, actually. Everybody thought it was you. I guess we just don't remember well enough. It was definitely the Flash then. Hashtag RG exposed. Because everybody, I guess you must sound really like him. Because we all thought it was him. I get Mitch and Steve mixed up all the time. Oh wait, no. Mitch is nice. We like Mitch. I want RG fan fiction. Mitch, I'm back, says the Cool Gamer. Welcome back, Cool Gamer. Go Mitch. Says, who was that? That was Dan. No, that was Bendy. Oh, welcome back, Regan. I thought he was going to bed, Regan. Are you watching this on your phone in bed right now? You're going to get in so much trouble if you get caught. But I guess thanks for the dedication to really want to watch and see how this ugly stone thing looks. But it's getting there. It is getting there. I promise we'll finish it one day. Probably won't be today, and it definitely won't be on stream, because it's how long have we been doing this now? We have been streaming for 2 hours. 2 hours. I've been doing this 2 hours, and all I've built is this stone lump. I can't believe that. I genuinely thought I'd been streaming about 40 minutes. I look up and it's been 2 hours, and this is all we've achieved. We've achieved a lump and some circles. It's not going well. I guess I don't realise how long these things take. Sometimes people say to me, oh, how long did that take to build? Like the hub things, and I'm like, oh, just a few hours. It felt like 40 minutes, and I've been doing this for 2 hours. So I guess if it feels like I've been doing it 8 hours, when I say like the things in the hub, maybe it took way longer than that. Maybe I'm spending way too long on builds. I think that's for sure. What I'm going to start doing now, do you know what's important? Do you know what's going to make her look way more like a rabbit and way less like a duck? Ears. Duh. Why doesn't she have ears? All right, so let's figure out where her ears are going to be positioned. Somewhere here. She's going to look like RG with some weird little antennas for a bit while I figure it out. But I guess that's probably the position. I'm going to get another picture of Bonnie up, actually. Let me just do that and just figure out where her ears are supposed to go. Yes, I was right. They're on the top of her head. That's where I thought they went. JK, I just meant the actual position of them. Slash B, B, slash B, 1, slash B, 5. No, I guess 4. We'll go with 4. We don't want her ears to be too big. I was about... you was about to say that it doesn't have ears, says Regan. Yeah, I know. I completely forgot her ears. Let's see. Is that going to be the right size? That's probably too big. No, I guess that's okay. That's okay. We'll go with that, and we'll put another blob there. And we'll have her ears sort of going outwards to the side a little bit here. Let's see how that looks, because I know her ears are in 2 parts. So that's kind of about right. And then we'll do slash B 1. We'll go up a little bit, just like that. And then we can do slash B4 again and do the other part of her ears, which is way smaller. So maybe just one big blob. Let's see how that looks. She looks like the devil. Slash you too. Yeah, she looks like the devil right now. So I'm going to try and fix that up by making her ears look less weird. Like I said, sometimes these things take way longer than others. It might be because of the stress of trying to get it right while streaming that it's taken me so long this time. I really don't know. But it feels like this one's taken a little longer, even though it feels like I've only been doing it 40 minutes. Mitch, do a 100-page chapter fiction about RG, says Dan Smith. I've already told you, Dan, I'm not doing a fan fiction on Silly Robot. I'm not doing a fan fiction on Silly Bot. Alright, that's looking a little better. They're a little lopsided, but I'm kind of okay with that. Remember, she's in the middle of hammering. Maybe we should have had them leaning forward a little bit. That might help. Slash U2. Let's try this. I guess just there will do. Let's try that there and that there. Yes, the audio did stop working. You're absolutely right. The audio stopped working. Do you know why? Do you know why? It's because my little button to mute is right next to the button that I have to do commands. So every time I press slash, I miss it with my big fat fingers and I mute it. But don't worry, the commentary wasn't that exciting. You didn't miss too much. Can't even remember what I said. It was probably something like, I'm going to try and do some hands, which is the next plan. So let's figure out some hands. I think the hands over here, this bit's got to go. So let's go slash B, B, slash B, 3, slash V, 0. We're getting there. No, no, we're not. What? It's because I did that command wrong, that's why. There we go. Now we can get rid of this bit. And that's where we'll start her first hand. And hands, especially hands that are holding things, are really tough to build, guys. So go easy on me. Go really easy on me, because hands are like impossible in blocks. She definitely needs like some more something under here. We'll try and figure that out. Like I said, this isn't the final product, so nobody panic. There's still a ton of work to do. So don't worry that she looks a bit strange. She will get there in the end. Alright, now we're going to go for her hands. Let's get rid of some of this. Some more of this. There we go. And now we'll get a pointy bit. And we'll start from there, because remember, she has like pokey out bits, or like little ball joints, I guess you would call them, in between her hands and her arms and things. So how does that look? That's looking okay. That can work as a ball joint, I guess. Who knows? We'll see how it looks. I'm dying currently. And I don't have a drink around me, so we may end the stream soon because I need to go and grab myself a drink. Or maybe we'll just pause the stream while I go and grab a drink. Let me know when you want the stream to end, guys, because I'm going to be here a while finishing this up. So it's on you. It's on you, guys. The options today was don't stream and go and build this on my own, or stream this for you guys, because it needed building either way. Speaking of building, if any of you guys know an awesome builder, or if you're an awesome builder yourself, definitely let me know. Definitely let me know, because we're actually looking for more builders, because I can't build everything in this server, and I just don't have the time for it. So if you know any awesome builders, definitely let me know. Let me know on Twitter, and definitely let me know with screenshots. Some people are saying, hey, I'm a really good builder, and then when I'm like, what have you built? They're like, nothing yet, but I'm sure I'll be good at it. That's not really that helpful. So yeah, make sure you you let me know with screenshots what you've built before. Okay, so I'm trying to build a hand that's like clenched holding something, but it's also going to be holding a chisel. I should probably make the chisel first. I'm going to do that with a different block so I don't end up changing it. I'm going to go for... just so I know what it is. Oh, let's just go with some iron. Let's go with an iron chisel. And she's going to be putting it into the chest of Foxy. Because remember that this is only one of 2 animatronics that we're building today. Yeah, I definitely should have built this before because this is showing me that I'm building things in the wrong place. And then like a flat round head part for the chisel, kind of, so that she's got something to hit. It's really hard to make things that are flat and round in Minecraft because, yeah, I mean, we kind of get the gist. You kind of know what you kind of know what's going on. Looks like she's holding a pencil, which I guess is better than nothing. It will make more sense once we built the Freddy, and yeah, for sure, it needs going that way. We need way more room. I didn't realise how big I'd built this. But luckily, we definitely built way below build height, so we got away with that. Mitch, off stream on factions, will you come see my farm, says Morgan. I probably won't TP to anybody in factions because it wouldn't be fair. In factions, somebody can come destroy your house. They literally, that's part of the fun of factions, is people are allowed to just destroy your stuff. So I wouldn't want to TP to you because imagine if you let me TP to you and then that day your house got destroyed. You would think it was me. So I definitely don't want to be TPing to anybody in factions. I don't want you guys upset with me thinking I had destroyed your house because I'm definitely going to... if I manage to destroy your house, I'm coming for your houses, don't panic. But if I manage to destroy your house, I definitely want to let you know that it was me that did it. Okay, that's kind of looking like he's holding a wand, but at least it looks like he's holding something. And it will make more sense once we're chiseling away at the other one. For those of you that have just showed up, there's a bunch of you that don't know what on earth I'm building right now. This is going to be Bonnie stood here. She's going to be the actual Bonnie, all in purpley blue, dressed up exactly like Bonnie and looking all cool. And she's going to be chiseling an actual stone Freddy. So we're going to build a stone Freddy over here, but the bottom half of him is just going to be a giant cube where she's chiseling away. So that's the plan. That's at least the plan of the idea. It might not work out. Who knows? It might end up looking really poop, and we might completely change our minds. But we don't know yet. We're going to keep trying on it. But that's the plan for anyone that's just showed up or is wondering what on earth we are doing right now. And like I said, doing fingers and hands and things is really, really tough in Minecraft. So apologies that it kind of looks strange. I guess we can get rid of that there. And that. And then these ones. So that looks like kind of like fingers. The trouble is I'm trying to do it at 2 different angles, which is tough. It's really tough in Minecraft to do things at multiple angles. I'm not sure I'm loving the hand. Not sure I'm loving the hand, but we'll get there in the end. We will get there eventually. Don't panic. Mitch, I destroyed your house, says the Cool Gamer. Do you know how I know you didn't destroy my house on Factions, Cool Gamer? Do you know how I know? Because I haven't got a house on Factions yet. I haven't even started over there. So I look forward to playing factions with you guys because I know a bunch of you guys want to destroy my house. I want to come over there and destroy yours too. We're gonna have a lot of fun over on factions. I can tell. But we'll probably do that as its own series, as a completely new thing. Maybe I won't stream it because streaming it will mean that you guys will know exactly where my house is. I don't want to give my position away of my house because that'd just be silly. So maybe we won't stream it. Maybe we'll just do it as its own little series thing. Do you know what? I think I'm just going to have to do this hand as like a clenched hand. Like it's just going to have to be around it. It's just going to have to be like this because it's kind of impossible to do individual fingers at the angles they need to all be going at. So hopefully people can tell that that's a hand going around it. Maybe. Who knows? We'll figure out whether they can or not eventually. Because yeah, it's just impossible to do fingers at this scale. If I was doing it much bigger, it'd be way easier. But it's really tough at this scale. And you guys are definitely getting bored of me trying to make a hand, so I'm going to move on to the other hand and make a hammer of some sort. We can get rid of these bits here now. Get rid of a few of these bits as well to make the arm a little thinner. Yeah, and if you're wondering why when you go onto the hub, if you're wondering why some of the animatronics there have sort of weird blocks missing, but it still kind of looks okay, this is why. Because I always build things and then just sort of spam blocks on them and off of them and things to get them to look about right. Because it's more important that they look right than are functional. Because let's face it, it's not like we need these things to bend. It's Minecraft. They're not going to actually bend. So this elbow, if it doesn't bend, doesn't matter, but if it looks like it does, that's awesome. So we're gonna have to try and figure out some sort of ball joint here at some point, but like I said, we're gonna move on a little bit and get a hammer in this hand over here. Let's get rid of some of these. There we go. Mitch, I don't have a factions house, says Morgan. Yeah, if you don't want your house being totally destroyed and demolished, this server that I'm building on right now, which is coming out really soon, is probably the best bet for you. This will be the survival server, but kind of not survival. It'll be the survival not survival server because it's going to be creative mode completely. /B/B/B. I thought I did it again. I thought I turned off the volume again. /B3. There we go. /U/V1. There we go. I got there in the end. I would legit find you and keep you hostage until season 102 if you leak season 4. Says Atomic about Daniel trying to leak season 4 finale. Daniel says says leaks season 102. Yeah, hashtag spoilers in the chat going on. Possibly. So if you're a fan of that they're talking about the Flash series, then definitely stay out of the chat. I heard the sigh of crap. I turned off the sound again, says Squishy. Yeah, I thought I had. I did sigh because I thought I'd hit it, but I didn't hit it. It's fine. You guys should still be able to hit me. In fact, I know you can. I know you guys are going to troll me and say you can't in a second, but I know you can because I just checked. I'm just going to try and define where the hand is by sort of making a little indent here and going around kind of like this. Alright, now all I need to do is put a hammer in this hand. So I guess we'll do the same sort of thing. We'll just... This is where the hammer would go. So I might even just build it out of different blocks right away. We'll go with these. I guess if she's got it in that position, it wouldn't be like that though, it'd be going that way. The same as that one. So, gosh, this is super tough. I don't know why I made this so tough on myself. I should have made a much easier build, knowing that I need to get this done soon. But it's fine, I've got time, I've got the time. And at least we all get to hang out together, because that's kind of cool too. Alright, so now I just need to make sure I'm going down at the right level. It'd be there, 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 and there. So it's going to pop out there. Nope, there. Let's see if I got that right. Yeah, kind of. That's about right. And then a giant hammer thing over here. Wow, it's been 2 hours since the stream started. Is this the longest you've ever streamed? I think it might be. I think it might be the longest stream we've done. And it's going to go on for a little longer too, because I want to get at least this one looking kind of... not finished necessarily, because there's so much to do. But at least looking kind of like a Bonnie, so that you guys go away thinking, okay, yeah, he's not too bad. Because at the moment, you're probably all thinking, he's really bad. So I want to change that and make it so that you guys think that I'm at least half decent at building before I let you go. Or, I mean, you can go at any point. Nobody's being held hostage. But also, I'm going to be building it anyway, so I thought if you guys want to stick around, for as long as you guys stick around, I guess I can continue the stream. It doesn't hurt me. Like I said, other than going to get a drink, which I might go do in a minute, I'm just going to continue streaming. Just going to keep plugging along. I think this is starting to look like a hammer now. Yeah, that looks kind of like a hammer. So you guys kind of get the idea that it's somebody chiseling, right? You can see that, right? Somebody please tell me that you can see where I'm going with this, so that I can feel like I'm not a complete noob at building. You get it, right? She's chiseling, and then there's going to be a Freddy here made out of stone that she's chiseling. Right? You get it, right? You get it, right? Right? No? Nobody? Okay. How did you meet Batman and join the superhero roleplay server, Mitch? I met Batman through an old friend of mine. I managed to meet Batman, and then I got to be Robin, which was kind of cool. And yeah, from there we did it. Squish says, I get it. Gaming Husky says, I get it. Carl Was Play says, yes, yeah. All right, so you guys can see it. You guys understand where I'm going with this. I'm not a complete noob. You guys see what I see too. Good. I thought it was going to be like one of those like ink blotch things where I see a Bonnie holding a thing and you guys all see a big blob and I look like an idiot. But I'm glad you guys see it too. So at least we're getting somewhere. All right, let's do some change ups of some colors, and that's when we're going to really start to see it. So / pause 1. Mitch, read my last chat, says the shiny zigzagoon. Give me a sec, let me have a look. It says read my last chat. You know what, Shiny? Just to put it in again. Just type it in again, because I can't scroll up to see a million times where you say read my last chat, because I've been missing it for a while. So I'm sorry. Just type it in again. I'll keep an eye on the chat. / pause 2, and we're gonna turn him this purple, right? Or should we go with this blue? I guess if it's Toy Bonnie, it should be this blue, right? What do you think? Danny Smith says, let me attempt it. Completely fails. I know this build's not going that great, but we're getting there. We're getting there. You are the best YouTuber, Mitch, says Jacob Gilbert. Mitch, you need to demand that you and Squishy need a DC show like The Flash. Oh, the Shiny Zigzagoon says, Mitch, will you sub to me? Shiny, go check your subscribers, because I subbed to you like 3 days ago and you keep asking. Go check. I'm 100% sure I'm subbed to you. But yeah, let me know. What do you guys think? Purple or blue? Purple or blue? Squish says, I prefer blue. Bendy/Regan says purple. Carwas says purple or blue. Morgan says yes. So yeah, purple or blue is what we're coming out with. You guys have to let me know which one. But that's just me, says Squish. Mitch, I named myself Blue Blaze because Blue Blaze is my made up Flash in blue. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Regan says purple. Morgan says concrete. Light blue says... Keyshaw says yellow. Blue man, blue. Alright, we're going with blue. We're going to go with blue. Most people want to go with blue. And at least if we go with blue, there's this other blue, which is lapis. So we can have a contrast because they're really close colours to each other. You see, look. One there and one there. They're really close, but they're enough of a contrast that we can do some cool stuff with them. So we're going to go with blue. So what colour is it? It is 3511 / replace 3511. Oh, / replace 1 3511. There we go. And we have turned it all blue, including the platform that it stood on. But that's fine. We'll sort all that out. Already it's starting to look better. So we need to do a white for the chest. So we need some white wool. We're not going to use snow because I think it might melt. I haven't done any of the settings to make sure it doesn't. We're going to go with white. We're going to need some red, actually, as well. For where are all the wools? I keep scrolling past them. There's the wool. We need some red, some white, some black probably. Green for the eyes. I don't know about which green. We'll try both. Maybe we'll have both. We'll go with some white as well. We're going to need some white. I'll put that there because we're not going to need the contrast blue just yet. We'll try this out. Dun dun dun, says Dan Smith. Build Mitch, says Morgan. I think he wants me to hurry up, and I guess I should. All right, okay. So I'm going to go with the bow tie first. So there's the center of the head. Let's fill in kind of a bow tie-esque thing here. It's kind of not looking right, but we'll figure it out. Are you going to play the FNAF Zone server after you finish building the Bonnie? Says Freaky Matthew. Do you know what? I'm not sure. I'm thinking I might just crack on with the build and just try and get it done. Because otherwise it's just going to take me years. And this is turning out to be really tough to try and get it to look right. It's only a bow tie, man. Come on, you can do it. Just needs to be kind of more rounded, which is really tough in Minecraft, actually. How's that look? That's looking kind of like a bow tie. What do you think? Go, Mitch, go, says Regan. So you're making Toy Bonnie. Yeah, I think that's what we're going with because everybody said blue. So we're making Toy Bonnie. Blue is my favourite colour and I think it will be good for a Bonnie statue. Bye, everyone. I'm going to go to sleep, says Eden Plays. I can't wait to watch the rest of the stream tomorrow. I wish I could stay but can't buy, says N Plays. We'll see you tomorrow. Don't panic. I will definitely tweet out the results, or at least as far as we get. I don't know that we're going to get it finished today, but we're definitely going to make at least a half decent start on it. I mean, we've already made a pretty decent start on it. We can at least see what it's going to be now. I think that looks kind of okay. And then underneath this, we need the white chest. Perfect, that's done. Just kidding, just kidding. In fact, I think I should be able to do /B. Oh, I found this out the other day. Oh, I just realised I can't do what I wanted to do because I can't pick 35. Oh, I can pick 350 /B paint /B3 /V 35. Will it paint? No, it won't paint. I found this out the other day that you can paint. See, if I do this, no, it's not working at all. It's not working at all. Never mind. It's trying to. I guess it doesn't work. I found it the other day and thought it was a thing that worked. I guess it doesn't work in this version. So the other way to do it is /V 35 0, or just 35, and then /B and then /B 0, and this is the way I always used to paint. Oh, hang on, why is that not working? Because I don't want to do brush size of 1, because then it'll put a blob on it like that. I was sure that doing it as 0 worked before. Maybe it only works on... Yeah, it looks like it only works on stone. That's not going to be helpful. It only works on stone. Okay, so I'm going to have to do all of this manually. That's a pain. But it's fine. It's fine. I should have just got on with it and done it. We'd be halfway there by now. Alright, let's go with it. How far down does it want to go? I guess it's the whole stomach, right? It's the whole thing. What did I miss, says the shiny zigzagoon. Not a lot. We're just filling in a bit of the stomach. And I guess this needs actually lifting. So /B... I thought I'd just done it again. /BE lift. No, actually /BE fill. Let's fill. Oh, it's not even going to let me do that because it's wool. Okay, so... next time we have to remember we have to do all of the sculpting before we do the colouring. I remember this from last time. I had the exact same problem last time. In fact, I'm just going to keep going down and ignoring the shape that it's at for a while, and we'll fill it in afterwards. It's not an issue. Hashtag 3-hour stream. Yeah, I mean, we must be getting close. 2.5 hours. I can't believe it's been 2.5 hours of streaming. But I guess I'm just going to crack on and keep going. I may go and get a drink at some point so that I can survive, because I may die. In fact, I just noticed over to the left there is a drink. I might just have to pour myself a drink and then carry on. Do you know what? I could probably do half of this and then world edit, swap it. So I might do that. That might be an easier way of doing it. I'm still here, Steve, says Little Sharky. That's awesome. I can't actually believe all of you guys. There's still a bunch of you. I can't believe you guys are all still here watching me build this. But it is starting to look kind of cool. So you're going to be here for the best parts of this stream, to be honest. I am tempted to stop the stream and come back another day and do another long stream, finishing it up. But I also really want to get it finished, so I might just carry on even with nobody watching and just go for it, because I do want to see it finished. I do want to see the final product. All right, so if there's the center we're saying, then it comes out 2, which is perfect, and then across like this. How's that looking? It's looking about right. And then one more out. Yeah, I was going to do the world edit thing, but I realised it would probably take just as long to do the world edit as it will just to get on and do it. So I'm just going to get on and do it. In fact, this whole bit. Done. There we go. Alright, now I just need to fill in the blanks. There, and then fill out the belly a little more around here, because it was definitely missing some bits down here. And she's got a kind of a chubby belly. She's kind of a chubby bunny, is Bonnie. So we'll fill out her chubby belly a little bit around here, and we'll make her look a bit nicer. Well, it's 3 hours, says the Cool Gamer. I mean, it's not quite. We've still only been doing it for 2.5 hours, and I may just give up in a minute. I probably won't actually. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. So yeah, we may do 3 hours. Maybe I'll do longer. Maybe I'll do less. Who knows? But I definitely want to get at least this one done. I want to get at least this statue done. Maybe tomorrow, if you guys have enjoyed this, maybe tomorrow we'll do another statue build, and we'll get the other one finished on a live stream tomorrow. Who knows? At this point, I don't know what to do. I guess I'll build until I'm bored of building, and maybe I'll go and do something else after that. Mitch, can you unsub to me then resub, says the shiny Zigzagoon. Yeah, I guess I'll do that after the stream, I guess. I'll try that for you. Sometimes it does take a while to show. Alright, let's see how this is looking. It's looking kind of flat, actually, so I think we do need to make it a little bit more rounded. But there we go. It is starting to look more like I said it would. It's starting to look more like a Bonnie. And in fact, let's just check my reference images to make sure I'm doing the right colours. I am. It's all good. It's all good. I'm going to get rid of these pokey outy bits. I'm going to leave some of the pokey outy bits, but not all of them. And we're going to go in here. I'm going to change some of these colours. Check gaming talk in the fan club Discord, says the Cool Gamer. Alright, after the stream, I'll head over to the fan club Discord and check that out, Cool Gamer. Just for you. I'll check that out. I decided I hated this. I'm going to go in one and then do it, because I think it will look way cooler. After all, it is her ears. She does need to be able to hear out of them, or using them. Mitch, can you do a face reveal in a live stream, please? Do you know what? When we hit a bazillion subscribers, I will reveal my face. We just need a bazillion more subscribers, and then we're ready to see my face. I'm just kidding. I don't know. A lot of people have been asking about face reveal. I just did it again. I just did it completely again like a noob. But yeah, a lot of people have been asking about a face reveal. I don't know why you guys are so interested in what my face looks like. But I guess at some point we can maybe look into doing a face reveal. I'm just not sure that my face is that interesting that you guys want to see it. But I mean, if enough of you guys want to see it, I guess like somebody earlier suggested we should do a face reveal at 100k subs. Maybe we'll wait till then. I don't know that we'll ever hit 100k subs, so maybe you'll never see my face. But maybe that's what we'll do. We'll wait for 100k. There we go. It's starting to look more like a Bonnie. I'll fill this out a little bit as well, because at the moment it looks kind of strange. And somebody says, I thought I saw you once in a realistic Minecraft. That was me. That was me that you saw. I know the video you're talking about. There was one that got released where the camera fell and it revealed my arms and the side of my head. And if you remember what I looked like, that was me. You're right. That actually was me. But the video has since been fixed. It was a mess up that I did when we was doing the realistic Minecraft edits. I messed up during an edit. So a few of you have had an arm reveal and a side of my head reveal, which is kind of cool. Sorry, dang it. Dang it. WW2 will be going on when you hit 1K. When you hit 1K? Oh, you mean 100K? Oh, well, World War... I think he means to say something like World War 3 will be going on when I hit that. I think that's what he means. Dan Smith. That's what I was trying to say. Dan Smith. Yeah, you're right, Dan. It probably will. It probably will. That's mean. Don't be so mean. Missed my comment, says Little Sharky. Missed, says Little Sharky. And then I look up even more and there's nothing there. I can't see your comment. You'll have to comment it again. I'm sorry. What I've been saying to everyone is if I miss your comment, don't panic. Just say it again and I'll see it. Because otherwise what happens is what just happened there. And yeah, I know I'm messing up and I'm placing the wrong blocks. So I'm trying to look at the stream chat and failing. But yeah, what happens is I miss the message and then you tell me I've missed the message. But by that point, the message is gone. So just say what it was again and I'll try and keep my eye out and read it. Mitch, I have to leave, says the Shiny Zigzagoon. Oh no, you're going to miss out on some of the awesomeness that's coming. But don't panic, like I said, you can definitely check it out tomorrow. It's starting to look a little bit like a Bonnie. I'm not sure if these bits are supposed to go in or out. For some pictures that I've got, the reference images, they go kind of in, and for some they go kind of out. So I'm not really sure. Little Sharky says, it's back. I think he means I'm back. Because he left a little while ago. But welcome back if that's what you meant. And if you meant it's back, I don't know what's back, so tell me what's back. Mitch for the win. I can release any diss track against you about your build skills. Mitch, I dare you to try streaming with a mouthful of peanut butter for 2 minutes. I triple quadruple dare you. You should definitely release your diss track on my builds. You keep talking about doing diss tracks. I'm honestly, I really want to see some diss tracks from you guys. I think it'll be super fun, and I won't take offense to any of your diss tracks. Just make sure you keep them clean, so you don't get in trouble with YouTube or with your parents or anything. But yeah, I definitely want to see some of your diss tracks, guys, because some of you guys have said that you've got some really cool diss tracks coming, and I haven't seen any so far. So it's disappointing. I'm disappointed in some of you. But yeah, I don't know why I'm filling in both. I might as well just leave a gap there and then fill these ones in. Trying to give it sort of a second layer kind of thing. It looks kind of okay. It kind of looks weird that the other one doesn't do it though. Mitch is an it confirmed. Mitch is an it. Mean. Maybe I'll do the same over here and have it kind of in a bit. See how that looks. Let's head back and see how that's starting to look. All right, it's starting to look more like a Bonnie. I've got to get rid of these little lumpy bits in here. Or maybe do something like this so it looks kind of like it's more a part of the head. There we go. That's looking a little better. It's starting to look more like a Bonnie all the time. In fact, we can make it look more like a Bonnie by giving her signature little nose and a few little bits like that. There we go. It's starting to look more and more like a Bonnie. In fact, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use world edit / pause 1 / pause 2. You're doing good. May I see your fan fiction progress? Says Dan Smith. I'm not making a fan fiction on RG. Tell him to make one on me, and then I'll make one on him. It's his turn first. He's got to do it. I know it was his idea. He put the idea in your head. I can tell. / replace. Oh, I need to find out what number 4 is, so I don't replace all of them. What blue is even, not number 4. 3511 / replace 3511 with 35-0. There we go. Oh no, I replaced. Oh no, okay, that was supposed to be that. It's part of the chisel. It's part of the chisel. That stayed right. That did right. Okay, we're doing okay. I think the back of this probably should have gone a little further with that. But you guys can tell now, right? You can tell who it is. Now we can tell who it is. We can start to tell who it is and what they're doing. It's starting to look more like a finished animatronic build. Now you guys can see. In fact, I'm going to head to the hub. Now you guys can see just how long all of these things took. Every single one of these was a very stressful build, including the bed, including the Freddy, the puppet with the bow. The bow took the longest because if you look at the bow from here, it's like kind of cool. It's at the right thing. The bow took ages because it's actually at like a really strange angle trying to face towards him. Some of these things take forever. And yet we're almost at 3 hours, you're right, Dan Smith. The cannon took ages because the cannon, I decided like an idiot to do it at a strange angle as well. All of these things were really tricky, which is why these things take so long. So I'm sorry it's taken forever. Let me head to creative again. There we are, we're in. And we can start to see that it's starting to look okay. It's starting to look okay. Okay-ish. Still not perfect, but it's looking okay-ish. Now I need to fix up its face, because its face is looking a bit less like a face and more like anything else that isn't a face. But we're getting there at least. Let's try. We'll fill these in under here. There we go. All filled in. I'm going to work on the eyes actually. Let's get the eyes going and see how these look. The Cool Gamer says, dude, that looks awesome. I told you guys, it's going to start looking way better the longer we go on. You guys didn't believe me, but I knew it. I knew it had potential. It just takes forever sometimes, unfortunately. So again, I'm sorry it takes so long. If you enjoyed it, don't forget, if you're really enjoying this, make sure to smash a like on it, because I make these kind of things all the time. Like always. I'm always busy doing this kind of stuff. So if you want to see it, I can stream it. If you don't want to see it, there's no point in me streaming it. I'll do it anyway, but there's no point in me doing any of the streams of it. So it's all up to you guys. Let me know what you want to see. There we go. It's looking okay. Then we go for the black up here. Now we're going to go with... We can't go with the white because of the eyes. I guess we need to sort of set the eyes back a little bit. Let's just fill in some of this. Never going to see any of this. I don't know why I'm bothering because no one's ever going to see this. I guess if ever the eyes fall out, you'll see them. Alright, so I guess she's got kind of some green eyes. We'll have her sort of looking... Which way is she working? She's kind of working towards this direction, so we'll have a look in that way. That will look kind of cool. And then we'll go with something, a different colour. Let's go with a block of iron. Let's see how that looks in there. If not, we'll go with quartz, actually. Let's do some quartz. Let's find some quartz. There's a block of quartz. Not a fan. Maybe the quartz needs to be further back in the head there. Kind of like that. Not a fan of that either. Hashtag stream builds. It looks fantastic. That looks so awesome, Mitch, says Jaybird. Dude, that looks awesome. All right, so it looks like you guys actually like the build, which is perfect. That's what I was really hoping for. And like I said, if you enjoy these types of things, should we just have a look in that way and just do our eyes like this? Let's see how that looks. That looks kind of cool. We'll go with that. But yeah, like I said, if you enjoy these types of things, make sure to hit that like button, smash that like button, because if we get 100,000 billion likes, I'll do these all the time. In fact, we can probably have a still looking down. Let's just go with a double. That kind of works. That kind of works. And then the eyebrows up there are kind of fine. She has eyelashes, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to get enough eyelashes in, so we're going to go with that. Why is Cinderella bad at football? She keeps running away from the ball, says Dan Smith. I like that one. That's a really good pun. Mitch, you know how... Hang on. Mitch, you know that I have that weird pet peeve of pockets of air or misplaced blocks under builds. Consider me triggered, lol. Don't panic. These are all going to be hollow. They're going to be hollow anyway. We're going to /hollow them really soon anyway, so don't panic. They're all going to be hollowed. Squishy really hates it when I do builds because I always leave little blocks and hollows and things, which for some reason she doesn't like. I don't know why. She just doesn't ever like it. So she always gets super mad. I just realised she needs the little red thing on her cheek. Should we do... What reds have we got? We'll use this. Pink stained clay. She needs her red cheeks, her rosy red cheeks. So we'll go with something like this. I forget why we were going to hollow them. I forget why. Oh, we was going to hollow them so that people could walk into them. Because, imagine this. You walk out here, if we put a door on her face, you can walk out here and you can look over everybody's builds across the land. It will be kind of cool. Maybe. Who knows? In fact, I'm not loving that, so we're just going to go with normal red. I'm just going to go with normal red, because why not? That one too? I think that's too much. Not really sure. It triggers me, I don't know, says Squish. Yeah, I know, it really does. If you want to come onto the server and fill in all of the all of the holes, I mean, there's plenty for you to fill up. It's only the head. It's only the head, actually, because remember I did the bottom with voxel, so it's only the head that's empty. I'm just going to come over and grab this block because it's way faster. Trying to make it kind of symmetrical. It doesn't have to be. With this type of build, it really doesn't matter if it's symmetrical or not, because for the most part, people are only going to see it from the floor or from different angles, so you're not going to see it from straight on for the most part. I guess I have to do that block under there, otherwise it looks a bit odd. Maybe I can do that. Does that look less odd? I dig it. I dig it. I'll go with that. Don't test me, I'll do it, she says. You missed comments. It's here, says Little Sharky. But it always says message retracted. This is the longest stream I have watched. That's a good thing, says Little Sharky. Oh, that's awesome. I wonder why you retracted your other message, though. Phase PewDiePie said something, but it got retracted. I guess he's here to ruin everybody's day. But yeah, I'm back, says the shiny Zigzagoon. You keep going and coming straight back, but I guess that's fine. Let's fill the mouth with some black wool, because that will help give the illusion that it's a mouth and not just some wool, possibly. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll fill that up. We then have to give her some teeth. Maybe we shouldn't have done black all the way up here. This should probably have been red, actually. This should be... because she's probably got a tongue. And for the most part, most people aren't going to see this anyway, so you guys will be the only ones to know that she has a tongue. But people will be seeing all of this, so we're going to get rid of all of this and fill this in with black, because from the bottom you can probably see a bunch of this. And then the roof of the mouth. Mitch, do you like hockey, says Jacob Gilbert. I'm not really sure. I've never really seen any hockey. So I guess not really, but only because I've never... I nearly fell. Only because I've never seen it. So I'm not a fan of hockey, but I've also not actually watched any hockey to know if I like it or not. So I guess we'll go with that. And I know you're probably wondering, why on earth is he filling out this mouth that nobody's ever going to see? I always do it. I don't know why, but I always do all these extra bits, just in case, because some people on this server are going to have fly, and I wouldn't want anyone flying up here and being like, hey, this is unfinished. So I always try and finish things that people might see, which is, I know it's dumb, but if I flew up there and saw that the mouth was unfinished, I'd be pretty disappointed in the builder. So, yeah, I like to finish it off. I guess actually that one can be white as well. Maybe that one too. That looks kind of better. Let's go with that, and that one's blue. I'm just going to check some reference images. Should she have... She's Toy Bonnie, so she definitely needs some teeth, but she doesn't want giant, scary teeth. She just wants her, like, rabbit teeth. She's not the... There's me trying to make it look really good, and I actually fail miserably, because that should be white, and that should be black. There we go. She definitely needs her teeth, but I think we're going to use stairs. In fact, we'll do them the other way. And there we go, and she's starting to look like herself. So now we'll use some slabs for the bottom teeth and the other teeth, because obviously those teeth are supposed to be protruding out. There we go, that's looking kind of cool. And then I guess there, and there also. There we go, she's starting to look a bit more like a bunny. And I guess we can all agree that she's not as bad as it first looked. I've missed a bunch of the chat, so I'm going to try and keep up with that for a little bit while I let you guys look at the Bonnie with her leg up. Mitch for the win. I'm sending you my diss track, says Morgan. What's your favourite ice cream? Mitch, says Regan. My favourite ice cream is probably strawberry or mint choc chip. Mint choc chip's pretty cool. Squish has a really, really obscure favourite ice cream. You should ask her about her favourite ice cream, because she has the most obscure favourite ice cream in the world. Do you like bananas, says Freaky Matthew. Who doesn't like bananas? Bananas are kind of fine. They're not the greatest thing in the world. Yo, Mitch, you the legit best builder. Wait, are you do? Oh, is this a rap? This is a really, really great rap. I'm not even going to try and read it, because I'm not very good at rapping or reading. Has 20,000 subs, only 17 watches stream, says Dan Smith. It's really late, and we've been going for 3 hours just building, Dan. Give him a break. Give him a break. Mitch, I was just wondering if FNAFZone.com work on Minecraft for both Xbox 360 and Xbox One. It doesn't work for either of those. It's only PC. Little Sharky says, that's so good. The Shiny Zigzagonian says, actually, it's 20,255. And Dan says it's 20,250. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how many of you are there. You guys are all awesome. I love each and every one of you. Nailed it, says Regan. Fantastic, says Jake. Pickle Rick, says Jaybird Gamer. Did you get a drink? I didn't, Jacob. You're right. I keep forgetting to go and grab a drink. I haven't gone and got one. Squish, what's your favourite ice cream? What did I say my favourite was? Mitch, I've been subbed since 9k. Squish, what is your favourite XD? Pickle Mitch, says Jaybird. Mitch, are you going to unsub then sub again? I will, but I'm busy. I'm in the middle of a stream right now, Shiny, so I won't be able to do it right now. Hey Squish, says Jace. All right, I'm all caught up on the chat. And her favourite ice cream, I don't know, I thought she'd come and tell you. It was really obscure, I forget what it was. It was something like caramel... Oh, I forget. It was really obscure, though. It was something... I forget. It's obscure. Mitch, what is your favourite subject in school? I guess probably... I don't know, probably arts and crafts, or... My favourite subject in school was always... because, spoiler alert, I'm not in school anymore. But my favourite subject in school was always a subject I had that was called design and manufacture. We used to get to design things and build things, which I guess stuck with me because I'm currently still building things, although it didn't used to be in Minecraft. Oh, that was it, salted caramel. Yeah, is that not obscure, or is it just me? I feel like that's really obscure and weird. And if you're wondering what I'm doing now, I'm not destroying everything. I might be, actually. I don't know until I'm done destroying everything. I'm just trying to make her a little bit rounder because, remember, it's Bonnie. It's not a big square. I know it's Minecraft, but we want to make her as round as possible because it's Bonnie. She's kind of round, and I don't mean that in a nasty way. My favorite subject is... Dan, that is going to get you unmod from the channel, so be really careful. That's a really, really touchy subject that isn't for joking around with. Anyway, I miss your roleplay, says Light Death Knight Red Ranger. It's funny, I didn't even have to read the chat to read your name now. I actually know you so well, Light Death Knight Red Ranger. I can say your name without even looking at the chat, unless I got it completely wrong, in which case it turns out I'm bad at saying everyone's name, including the people that have been here all the time. So apologies for that if I got it wrong. My foot bent in a way it wasn't supposed to, and it really hurts, says Regan. Well, don't bend it back. Put it back the other way, the way it's supposed to go. Then it'll stop hurting, maybe. Who knows? My family is math, says Sharky. I think he means his favourite subject, or maybe he means his family's favourite subject. I don't know. Maybe they all are really into math. They could be. But that's kind of cool. I was always really bad at math. I could never really get on with math too well. And it wasn't ever a fun subject for me. I know some people really like math. If you really like math, that's awesome because math is everywhere. You always have to do math. So if you enjoy it, at least, that's awesome. But I didn't really enjoy it. I was never a fan of it. How do you do it in the Discord? Says Freaky Matthew. All you do is you get a link from Squish. Hopefully she's here and she can give you a link because I don't actually have a link and I don't want to stop the stream just to go grab a link. But all you do is you click it. If you're not signed up with Discord, it will give you a little thing to tell you how to do it. It's really simple. And then you can jump on the Discord and talk to the likes of me, RG, some of the Minecraft FNAF roleplay guys. They're on there sometimes, and they're really fun to talk to. Just a bunch of people. Squish is there. At Mitch FTW, you got a dab. Oh, dab! We should have made Bonnie doing a dab. That would have been really cool. We should have made Bonnie doing a dab. Anyway, I'm just going to get another reference image moved around for me. There we go, because this bottom bit is looking kind of strange. I want to fix this up a little bit. It needs to be more rounded. Which we can do by sort of sculpting out the bottom bit. And yeah, the way I build in Minecraft is all over the place. Some of you guys have probably already realised it. I tend to just sort of go with the flow and just throw blocks down and see how it looks. It's not the best way to build. This is definitely not a tutorial on building because it's really, as you can tell, we've been here 3 hours. 3 hours and 4 minutes we've been here. It's a really slow way to build. But for me, it just seems to work. I mean, it takes ages, but I always find this is the way I always get the best looking builds that I can do. So it takes forever, but I think it's worth it in the end. I think you guys all agree that this statue is starting to come together. It's starting to look like a Bonnie, and I just realised her little fluffy tail on her butt is missing some detail. So we'll figure that out. We're going to leave that there, I think. Figure that out. I'm just going to world edit change this now. / pos 1. / pos 2. / replace 35. There we go, and now she has a fluffy white butt tail, just like the real thing. And if you have a fluffy white tail on your butt, you to probably see a doctor or a vet. Probably a vet, because you're a rabbit of some sort. It's weird that you're understanding me, actually. Not gonna lie. Squish says, I'm coming to boop you. I don't even know if Squish knows how to get here. She might surprise us all and turn up, but I don't know. I don't see her. She's not on the server just yet, but she's going to come and boop me, apparently. Unless she just means in the chat. Maybe she's not coming onto the server to boop me. Who knows? Maybe she's just coming to the chat to boop me. I'm a koala, says Morgan. A real koala? It's kind of weird that koalas are watching my stream. But, I mean, cool, I guess. Let's clean up some of this leg here. That's about right. And I guess I know they don't normally have like black outlines around their parts, like around their around these bits, the ball joints or whatever. But I'm gonna do it anyway. I did it to the one on the hub because it sort of defined it more. It gave it more of an obvious point of movement, so it kind of made the build look a little, I don't know, a little neater. I think I did this in the hub. I'm honestly not sure. I can't remember. But yeah, I'm going to try it at least anyway. I think I tried it in the hub. I just can't remember if it worked or not. I can't remember if I stuck with it or not. But I guess we're about to find out. Where is that supposed to go? Oh, yeah, up there. And Squish says, dang, I'm having trouble. I don't know if you're whitelisted / Oh, there you go, there you go. She's on, she's on. Welcome to the server, coffee. And she should be able to TP to me. I was going to say I don't know if she's whitelisted, but it looks like she's managed to whitelist herself, which is perfect. So yeah, I guess I'm going to go around here with it, possibly. And what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Some of you guys are saying it's cool. Some of you guys are saying it's not so cool. Let me know what you think, guys. What do you think? Do you think it looks all right? I think it looks good enough for now. I mean, there's still tons of work to be done on it. And obviously we still have a full building to make. We still have the full other animatronic to make. We're going to make a Freddy. Well, he's not going to be an animatronic, remember. He's going to be a statue. For those that are wondering, or for those that have just turned up, or for those that have forgotten, he's... This one is holding a chisel and a hammer because it's going to be building the Fun Time Freddy or Freddy Fazbear. I don't know which one we're going to do yet. And then up to here, it's just going to be stone, I guess. Or maybe we can just, I don't know. I'll figure that out. Oh gosh, this is the longest stream, says Dan Smith. I know. I just keep going. Just when you think it's going to end, I just keep going. Like I said, I'm going to be building it anyway, so I know a lot of you guys have put a lot of time into hanging around with me, which I really appreciate. Some of you guys have been here for the entire thing. I think you're crazy, but I do appreciate it. So thanks for hanging out with me all of this time. And I think it'd be unfair to, after making you wait all of this time, I think it'd be unfair to just stop the stream and not let you see how it ends, or at least how this one finishes up. So I think I'm going to get this one to a more finished state, and then we'll end the stream then. And I think I just messed up. I guess it looks okay. No, I'm going to put it back. I'm going to put it back to how it was, because I think it looks better before. And that's the thing with the builds as well. There's going to be times when you build things and you change things and it looks worse. Just don't panic. All you got to do is just put it back to how it was. I know it's a pain. I know it can take ages, and if you just spent an hour making something and you don't like the way it looks and you've got to start again, it can be really, really frustrating. But you just got to keep going. Just keep going. I almost gave up on this a few times during this stream, and I'm glad I didn't, because it is starting, even in my opinion, it's starting to look okay. I think it's getting to a point where I think it's going to actually work. There was a lot of time during this stream where I was worried it was never going to work. Somebody put a sign on my Bonnie. It says bop. You said you was coming to boop me and you bopped me. Get out. Get out. Get out of my server. Alright. Mitch, I just got Twitter and followed you, says Light Death Knight Red Ranger. That's awesome, Light Death Knight Red Ranger. Thanks for the follow. For those of you that aren't following me on Twitter, you definitely should, because that's how you're going to see the final thing, unless we continue to stream this tomorrow, but I'm not sure that that's going to be the plan. I'll let you know. Mitch Reed Chat says the Shiny Zigzagoon. I know I've been missing it. How long have you been a YouTubed, says Freaking Matthew. I don't know. It's been a while. He also says, how long have you been in iTunes? But I think he just meant YouTuber. I don't know. Probably over a year. I think the Steve channel has been on for more than a year now, or at least coming up to a year. I really don't know the actual timing of it. I'm not sure. But it feels like forever now. It feels like I'm always doing YouTube now. So that's kind of cool. What am I missing? Is there anything I'm missing from Bonnie? I know her leg needs fixing there. She looks a bit... She's got a skinny leg from certain angles, so I definitely need to sort of fix it. But it's harder now because BE lift won't now work because she's made of wool, which is pretty dumb. Still works on... Oh no, hang on. /B3. Maybe it was just because I had the wrong size selected. It was all this time. It was because I had the wrong size selected. I told you, I'm a complete noob. Complete noob when it comes to this stuff. So there we go. We've raised her leg out a little bit. It does mean I'm going to have to fix up some of this, but that's fine. At least her leg's going to be matching size now. That is so good, says Kitty Gamer Gaming and More. I thought that was it's Kitten Gamer Gaming and More. I thought it was Kitty Gamer Cute. She hasn't been around for a while, actually, but I definitely... I've seen a whole bunch. I haven't seen you around, Kitten Gamer. I haven't seen you around for too many of the streams. So if you have been here for a bunch of them, you must not have been talking too much in the chat. So welcome along. If you're new, get subscribed, hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time I start a stream. Sometimes they're stupid, sometimes they're fun, but most of the time they're... What are you doing now? But most of the time they're not 3 hours at least. The bin, and she's in it. Squish has come and got in the bin. For those of you that don't know, that is RG's favourite saying of all time, and she has come and gotten into the bin. I'm so glad that I have all of these people to help me build, like Squish, who come onto the server and help, quote, unquote, help me build a bin. Thanks, Squish. Please play Gravity, says Primetime9. I'm going to be so tired when I wake up, but it's totally worth it. Dan, isn't it like 3 AM your time? It's coming up to 3 AM. Oh, you should go to bed. I'm going to make it easier on a few of you soon as well. I know a bunch of you really want to go to bed, but you really want to see how this thing ends up looking. I'm going to make it easier because I'm going to stop streaming soon. I don't know that I'm going to finish up this tonight, or I'm going to go and do some other stuff. I've got a bunch of things that I need to get on with. And this one's starting to look like something I'd be happy to leave. So I think we might just call it a day with this build. I'll still tweak it and things. I'm going to, of course, give it a bit of a bigger neck here, because although that's supposed to be thin, the place it comes out of, the neck hole, as it were, on these animatronics doesn't need to be that thin. And also it might help, in fact, I'm going to go out even further than that. It might help it to make it look a little bit less odd and like it's got a really small neck. So yeah, don't panic, guys. We're not going to be streaming for like 10 hours. I am going to stop the stream in a little while here. And I'm not sure. If I continue building it, I'll tweet out and I'll show you the progress every now and again. If I stop building it, then maybe tomorrow we'll do another long live stream where we finish it up. I guess it's kind of up to you guys what you want to see. All I know is I don't think I can stream for too much longer because I'm losing my voice. And you guys all should be in bed, or most of you should be in bed. That's fixed his head up a little more. There's a bit of work to do here to fix it up on this side too. There we go, we're getting there. We're getting there. And for a bunch of you that have been asking, I know I haven't been reading the chat for a while, so I don't know if you've asked recently about the music. It is all NCS music. There's a couple of really cool playlists that I listen to. Sometimes while I'm not streaming, that I thought, you know what, I should just listen to those while streaming because you guys can listen to it too. So hopefully, hopefully you guys enjoyed some of that too. So shout out to those guys, because they do a really awesome job helping out YouTubers and getting music to be able to listen to while they're streaming. Nightshade says, I don't think pixel art as a spawn is a good idea. Pixel art in spawn, sure. As a spawn, WTF, says Nightshade. If you was here from the start, you'd understand the plan. The plan is, it's not really a pixel art, it's a voxel art more than anything. But the plan is, this is a statue on top of the spawn. There's going to be a giant round building down the bottom here. As you can see, it's all marked out down here. We may take away some of the foot here that's underneath, but it's going to be a really super huge building. You're not going to spawn inside the Bonnie or anything, because that would be crazy. You're going to spawn down here inside a nice cool looking building with a really high ceiling, so it's not going to be cramped, it's not going to be weird. You're absolutely right, it would be weird as a spawn, but that isn't the plan. Obviously you wasn't around for the start of the stream, so you didn't hear the full plan, so don't panic. But that's not the plan. The plan's going to be that this will be at the spawn, and it'll be on top of the spawn, but it's just a statue above the spawn. It's not actually the spawn. It's not where you spawn. So don't panic for any of you guys that were wondering, like Nightshade, who was clearly worried that it was going to be a spawn. It's 7:52 my time, says Bev Dean. Will I play Bed Wars off stream, please? I don't know. I'm probably going to go and grab something to eat, something to drink as well. And then maybe either carry on building or maybe do something else. Maybe do something else. I have a ton that I need to get done as well. So maybe go and do something else and leave this for tomorrow. Because I know a bunch of you guys are really into the builds. Some of you guys not so much. Some of you guys would rather I stopped building and played Bed Wars with you guys, which I totally am still going to do. Like I said, this isn't becoming a live stream channel where we just stream builds. Just gonna see. Okay, Nightshade, thanks for coming. Welcome along. This channel clearly isn't for you, so I'm just gonna help you out and see you later. If anyone comes along like that, by the way, feel free to let me know in the chat that they're being a bit rude. We can just get rid of them. Like I said, he seemed to come along he was called Nightshade. He came along just to throw shade, so we just get him out of here. I don't care if we lose a potential subscriber, because if that's the kind of guy he is, let's get him out. No one cares. No one cares. But yeah, I think it's coming along. It's starting to look okay. There's a bunch of final touches, which, like I said, can take absolutely ages to make sure you're not missing any things, or make sure it doesn't look too strange. Like the back here, for example, looks a bit odd. Definitely looks a bit strange. We'll fix this up and make it more of a straight edge, and maybe even less of a straight edge actually, by doing something like this. There we go. Something like that maybe. And we'll do something like this. Definitely not symmetrical. We'll go something like this. But yeah, I'm gonna probably end the stream there. 3 hours and 20 minutes. Maybe I'll get it to 3 hours 30 minutes. Who knows? While I just finish up these last final touches. We're getting to a point where this side of the statue, or I guess it is still a statue, even though it's not the statue. But this side of the statue is looking kind of done. It's ready to see what she's building, because quite clearly she has a hammer and a chisel in her hand, so we need to find out what it is that she's creating over here, because she's going to be creating something. You guys already know, I've already told you, she's going to be creating something super cool. She's going to be making a fun time. I don't know, it's going to be hard to tell if it's fun time because he's going to be made out of stone, but she's going to be making a Freddy statue over there. She's going to be chiseling, because this is creative, so the plan is that she's going to be creating just like everybody else on the server. So if you're new and you haven't joined us on FNAFzone.com, you should come check it out. It's a really cool place for anyone that's into FNAF, and even if you're not into Five Nights at Freddy's, it's still a really, really cool place to hang out. There's a really nice community we've got going on of some really cool people, and it's only going to get bigger and more exciting as we go. So you should definitely come check it out, even if you're not into Five Nights at Freddy's. Like I said, it's super, super fun. Because I'll be honest, I haven't seen much Five Nights at Freddy's. That's why I have to look at reference image stuff to be able to build this stuff. For the most part, I haven't seen too much. I've played a little bit of it, but I haven't seen too much Five Nights at Freddy's. I haven't played too much Five Nights at Freddy's. So I'm not that into it, but I'm really into this server because it is so fun. There we go. I'm going to fill that in. The arm's looking kind of okay. I guess this bit doesn't look right. She just fell to her death down there. Let's get rid of some of this, like in sort of that direction. There we go. We'll do some of that. Just to make it kind of look a bit more rounded. And then we can do some of this stuff here. Fun time, Mitch, says Jaybird. Do you know what? Maybe it should be sculpting a giant concrete or stone version of me. Maybe that's what it should be doing. The amount of time this has taken, gosh, can you imagine how long this thing's going to take? We haven't even got the building done yet, and the statue on top is taking all of our time up. Maybe I should have built the building first so we could get the server open and worried about the statue afterwards. But you know, at least this was fun for the most part to watch. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this super awesome extra long stream that we've been doing. I'm going to leave it there for now. I think that's as much as we need to do. My hands are hurting from clicking a whole bunch. My voice is hurting from talking so much. You guys are probably bored of hearing my voice. But thanks to every single one of you that stuck around till the end. I know some of you guys came along a little while into the stream, and that's fine too. But a big shout out to every one of you that sat here for the whole 3 hours and 20 minutes with me. I really appreciate you. You're the real OGs. You're the best. So thanks for coming along. If you're new, get subscribed. And I guess I'll see you tomorrow for another live stream. Bye, guys.